Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episodes of the YouTube Aftersaints. That show that not a lot of people watch, but apparently a lot of people enjoy being a part of? Not sure how that works out, but in any case, I've got my 40 of Oli celebrating the Saints 1 year anniversary for tonight, and well, we've got most of everybody already up in VC1. There's a little bit of a division today, you know, the Discordia is in a little bit of discord, my dudes. But that being said, well, we should have plenty of good crop of interesting people to talk to tonight, so let's go ahead and pop in there. Alright, guys.
But none of us are ripe.
Ripe? Oh,
Yeah,
you're
all
more.
ripe, guys.
You're more than ripe.
I have like 2 more weeks left on the branch,
The
man.
word you're looking for is rape.
What's up?
Someone to say rape?
Grape? Grape soda
Someone
is
just
delicious.
say culture?
I am drinking grape Kool-Aid.
Also, I know that I just got demonetized tonight, but I don't give a fuck.
Demonetized?
Yeah, I put on Afro Man in the background.
Ah, you poor bastard.
I don't care. Afro Man's worth it.
But what if he's not?
I'm sorry. Tall cans is always worth it.
But what if he's not?
I agree with that.
I agree. I agree.
I've been drinking too much
Are
whiskey.
you gonna make these look for you on Twitch? You're not gonna just.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna do it in the general at everyone because I am allowed to do that with this. Twitch.tv/Calligator. At least it's easy to type. HTTP. It's not as bad as like one of my galleries and stuff where I have to like have the entire fucking line memorized and it's bullshit.
Ugh.
Are you okay, man?
Fuck.
You just sucked the fart out of that Romanian hooker's ass and it's just especially dank today.
I felt my heart stopped then for a second. I guess I've been drinking too much whiskey.
That happens all the time with us fat people.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you shouldn't embrace Dank's culture and deep fry the whiskey before you drink it. Just saying.
No, I've got whiskey mixed with energy drink.
Yeah, that's a dumb idea.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
That's insulting to the whiskey.
Yeah, but I got
It's
my
not
coke.
insulting to the energy drink.
It's your life, man. Do what you want to do, man. It's all you. Don't let anybody tell you what to do.
Don't let your memes be dreams. Don't let your
let
dreams
my
be
memes
memes.
be dreams.
I'm not your dad.
Just
You're
do
not my
it.
real dad. What if you are my dad?
Go back to that like liquor store. Oh yeah, Afro. Sorry. The song is like sinfully catchy and it's great.
If I were your dad, you would have been on the end of the coat hanger quite a few years ago.
Hey,
Oh,
man,
God.
You wanna know what song is also fairly catchy?
What's that?
I'm an Alabaman.
No.
I stopped just in time.
God fucking damn it, man.
What does that mean? We're allowed to?
No.
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 Actually, do you know what tune is genuinely catchy? And every time I hear it, I can't help doing a little bit of a boogie.
The beats of the jungle.
No, it was CC Music Factory back in the 90s. Everybody dance now.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Fucking heard that the other day, man. And I was buffing away to it. It's like, holy shit, I'm old.
I mean, it was pretty good. Also, we got a we got a bit of a video to watch together today.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
What you want? You on Twitch or YouTube?
It's on Twitch. Jeff still hasn't gotten with me to help me set up all the shit for YouTube.
Right.
My tea got cold.
Are you gonna share the link? Is it in?
It's in general. I add everyone
okay.
in it.
Load your Twitch and hit follow for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I already do. I don't go on Twitch much. That's all.
Actually, I just need to pop down and do a thing with Rebara back.
But guys,
Fine,
the
fine,
Twitch,
fine.
Another cup of tea?
that one thing the autists end up having.
All right, this is the video that we're gonna be watching.
Children.
Somebody posted that earlier, and I am both concerned and intrigued.
I think he's right. I thought our Astolfo is thick. Fuck, I'm drunk.
Yeah, just a little bit. Huh.
Just a wee bit, lad.
You're a bit drunk,
fine.
lad.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
When you say you're fine, that's usually the sign that you're pretty fucked.
You. And they ask you how you're doing, you have to say you're all right because you don't have time to explain how you're really feeling.
Exactly. You're just too buzzed, man. You're just too gone. The world's starting to twist and turn, and like I mean, it's just spinning so hard.
Stop that. No.
You know, your butt starts itching for absolutely no reason.
You start getting that bubbling burning in your gut, just where it just keeps popping up, just a little bit, just right out of the esophagus and just creeping up.
Shut the fuck up. Before I kill you.
To take the immortal words from Weird Science, how about a nice greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty ashtray?
I've got bacon downstairs and sausages.
That would probably help you out.
I've got a whole black pudding that from a butcher, a proper
That
one.
won't help you out. Have a couple of slices. Don't cane a whole black pudding for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Not the whole thing. 'cause it's
based
fucking
on
bigger than my
you
dick.
just need a
Dave
greasy bacon and egg sandwich. And
Just
for
Use
fuck's
some
sake, use a
bacon
merit.
grease and ingest your black pudding as a suppository.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm getting.
Black pudding's glorious, man. Do not take the piss out of black pudding. It's
I'm getting up.
legendary.
I'm gonna make
Are you
it.
just saying that because it's black?
Oh god.
I'm getting up. No, I can't get up. No.
So much for that.
Fine.
So much for that.
White pudding. Oh.
No, if he was trying to say black, he'd say the other word. You
Nigga.
get what I mean?
No!
No! Why did you say that? I was trying
All
to
right.
say-
All right. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gotta get muted for the stream. You're too fucked up, man.
No.
And there he goes. That was. I've got to be careful with that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
my
no,
fault.
dude,
I'm
he
sorry.
can't take the risk. I mean, don't forget, he's going to be running a D&D campaign on this channel,
Mhm.
and he can't keep it.
Hold that in my artwork too.
So, dude, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Go to fucking bed. I don't know. Grab some sweet, then go to bed.
Anyway, so how's everyone's week been?
Well,
Been
I
playing
got
the hell out of
fired
Skyrim.
because I quit because I got fired last Thursday. Bad
You
days.
got fired
bad-
because you quit? What?
What?
Nah, I'm joking. Everything's going pretty well.
I did get fired though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, that place was a shithole.
Oh, then I'm not sorry.
Yeah, me either. I'm glad I got fired. Fuck that place.
I'm chosen.
It was fucked up.
Wait. Because you got fired, now you can go on benefits and leech off the government.
The American.
Sounds like a plan.
The American dream?
How the hell would that ever sound like a plan? You're a young buck. Go grab another job.
no,
You underestimate
I
what it's
have,
like here
like-
in the States.
Oh.
In
Yeah.
Canada, you can't actually qualify for social assistance until you're 25.
What do you think? Jobs fall out of the sky?
Yeah.
I mean,
like
yeah,
like
I've already put in like 20 applications within this past 3 days, and I'm still putting in more.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
you-
live in a country with approximately 400 million people. Surely the industry is there to back that up.
nah. Unfortunately, the
No.
thing is, most mom and pop shops are closing down these days because everything's basically been eaten by the corporate system. So it's like Walmart has put so many people out of work. Fucking like fast food like McDonald's has put like little cafes
Yeah,
out of work,
you
things
want
like
a
that.
job, you have to move to
And
a
that-
more rural area.
If
That and,
no, because rural areas have very limited job supply to begin with, and so everyone is fighting over it. Because I come from a
there
rural
are
area.
jobs like crazy in my
Yeah.
I am. It's very
I-
rural.
Well, it depends. If you're doing something like resource gathering, like logging or oil field work or something like that, then yeah, there's jobs aplenty. But if you're doing something like either manufacturing, skilled labor, even fucking like service industry work, which is like the bread and butter here in Texas these days, yeah, those things are way harder to come by.
Yeah, like
And
the
so-
closest
No.
jobs I have are like
Fast food
probably
places,
30
food
minutes
stores
away
is higher
in the
than
next
here.
town over. Because I live in a rural area too,
Mhm.
and there are basically no good jobs available at the moment. It's all, hey,
Oh no,
go
no good jobs.
run a cash register for 8 hours, which I'm fine with, but
See,
You're not
I
gonna-
ended up
you're not gonna
getting
be able
into
to
an
live on that
industry
shit.
That's always going to have jobs.
Tech.
Just start a YouTube channel. I mean, I'm looking at probably buying a Ferrari with my YouTube money.
What's this industry
Them
that
mukbang,
always have jobs?
those mukbang videos, man, they pay bank, don't they?
They pay a shit ton. You would not believe.
All
man.
buying so many of them burritos, just gotta eat them up.
Dude, I made $1,000 per view off that thing.
If only that was the reality of
Wait,
things.
$1,000 a view?
He's
Excuse me, what?
he's bullshitting.
Well, no, you do realise.
Yeah, it's like what's Rhino? You've got like one video, don't you? And
I got
it's
3 now.
3. Okay. Yeah. Last time I checked, you only had 1, and it was just the one of you eating the burrito.
Yeah, that's it. And then I challenged what Jeff's buddy to a karaoke contest. Another
Oh.
video.
Oh, nice.
I actually hate that burrito video because every time I watched it, man, I just sat there going, "Fuck, I'm hungry."
Yep.
I have a video of me eating a hot pepper.
Dude, that's risky business.
I have no reaction to it because I have such a tolerance. Somebody didn't believe me, and that's why I made it.
Oh yeah, actually, somebody challenged me on the bet of £20 that I couldn't eat 5 pepperoni fire sticks 5 in a
Mhm.
row. And like the thing of it is, what I didn't tell him is I absolutely adore pepperoni fire sticks. I shit you not, man. I could eat a pack of 10 of those fucking things, let alone 5. So I'm just like
Yeah.
munch, 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 munch. I mean, granted, by the time I ate all 5, I was perspiring quite profusely, I'll say. But it was like it wasn't that like difficult to cope with, and he was just like, just take all 5 of them, sort of thing. And like he plucked down the 20 quid. I picked it up and stood up to go, and he goes, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to go and buy 5 more."
Oh, twist my arm. Like I've got like the worst roll of the genetic dice on that shit. It's like I love hot food, and I can eat like up to like I have not found an upper limit on the amount of spice that I can handle. But I get hiccups every time I eat it, even if it's something as like
Yeah.
blasé as a fucking jalapeno. I'll eat it and I'll just start. Fuck!
Jalapenos
Vic!
aren't even hot.
Exactly.
I
That's what
mean-
I'm saying.
I kind of count my like heatness to a good tandoor chicken sort of thing. Was like vindaloo
Ooh.
too hot.
Hold on, did you just call it tandoor chicken?
Yes.
That's how the Brits say it.
Isn't
Oh,
it tandoori?
God. Yeah, that's
Oh.
how the
Okay,
Indians
yeah.
say it.
Yeah. What was it? Houston.
Asian
Houston has
food.
a really big like Indian population. So it's like that's why I was a little confused right there. Like my former boss used to say
So is Britain.
his. Yeah, but like my former boss, his wife used to always bring like little tiffins full of just like stuff she would cook at the house, and oh my god, it was so good. But like I learned a bunch of the different
Indians like subcontinent Indians or like
subcontinent.
native?
No, subcontinent. Houston, what's it? Houston trades with a lot of East Asia somehow, so we've got a huge Indian and Asian population in the city.
Houston, Texas also has a pretty big Indian population because a lot of the IT jobs are in Texas.
Yep. You have
all of ours
Cisco.
are just students.
Well, we get plenty of students too, because like like, and this is gonna be fucked up as shit to say, and I hope it does, like, eventually claw out A&M's eyes, but A&M sits there and gets most of them in because they're the engineering, like, the quote-unquote engineering college here. The Asians all go to Rice, the Indians all go to A&M, and, yeah, they tend to cordon them off to the Prairie View campus, along with the other black students, which is, like, 45 minutes away.
Have you guys ever sat down to a chicken korma next to rice and just had a couple of naan bread?
Oh, hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah.
You don't skimp on the rice if it's good basmati, but...
Oh, there's
Dude, I
such
have a
good-
coworker that makes chicken korma.
Love chicken korma.
You know,
You
like...
can make me own. It's easy enough.
But would you make love to it is the question.
Oh, hell yeah.
that brings a whole new meaning to the word mukbang.
That hurt to hear. That hurt to listen to.
Dude, I straight up thought it was like something, like some sort of like deviant sexual shit whenever I heard of it the first time.
It kinda is.
Well, no, mukbang is just like eating eating on camera. That's the whole genre.
Are you implying that there aren't people that get off to that?
Touche.
Just
Oh, there are
who
people.
get off to
There are
feet
people who
with
get,
some-
yeah, there are people who get off to just about
There's
everything.
that.
Show me your feet.
Yeah, I never got that. I mean, the amount of times.
Okay, Quentin Tarantino, calm down.
Okay, so I used to not like feet at all until I dated a girl that was completely repulsed by them, and now it's just like, hey, feet are kind of cool. Because I couldn't even touch your foot without it.
Listen to me, you sexual demon.
Man, Oregon was the capital of both Indian food and sexual deviancy when the region niche Parham was sailed here.
Oregon. I wouldn't have pegged Oregon for that.
Okay, so
West Coast.
This got really popular. Okay, so region niche Parham, BC text 1, wiki post is up there.
All right.
Yeah, they were.
Oh yeah, Rishparam.
Vishparam. Sorry, I'm suck.
No,
Yeah,
you're good. It might as well have been reach around with the as much
It might
free
as well
love.
be reaching
Yeah,
out.
that shit was fucking nuts. I remember hearing about that like years and years ago, and then it like came up again on what was it? I think didn't Mouthy Booty do a video on it or something or?
It's getting really popular because I think that there is a
Wait, hold on. So
documentary coming up.
what exactly happens?
Okay, so basically there was this like yogi, guru type guy back in India, and he had he was preaching a version of Hindu Buddhism that was like really like free love and all that other shit, like the quintessential like 60s style sort of like contemplation of Buddhism. And, well, he was starting to get a lot of money for it. He was getting paid buku bucks and all this other stuff. And, well, he started getting kind of crooked with it, and the Indian government, like, finally revoked his religious licensing and said, okay, now you owe, like, fucking $8 million in $8 million US dollars in taxes. Like, that was somewhere around that. And so he decides, I don't have that. I've spent it all on my fucking collection of Rolls Royces. Fuck. Yeah, he's actually the guy was actually notorious for his love of Rolls Royces and had a fleet of them. But he ends up like applying for visa to the United States to flee the taxation. Manages to do it and everything. And in the process of it, his I think it was his wife or something was helping him with all of this. But he buys up like this area for a commune, and he starts taking in like all these rich Hollywood types and stuff, doing talks and charging exorbitant amounts for it. He literally started building like this huge colony up there in Oregon, and they named it Ranish
County.
Yeah, it was in Wasco County, but they named it Rishpuram, which was like it was named after the guy, but yeah, it was all like communal volunteer labor and all that, and he like took taxes and stuff on everyone who was living there, like huge dues. And it started getting crazy to the point where they were starting to do, like, in order to expand land rights and stuff for them, they started, like, sabotaging nearby towns and incorporating them into their thing, and even started trying to assassinate other people in local governments.
These people were responsible
This is
for
how we
the
did it in
largest
India.
bioterrorist attack in America by person count. The bioterrorist attack was salmonella at a sizzler.
Yep.
Wait, if Neonate is a vampire version, does that mean Ass Nate is a prostitute?
Fledgling prostitute.
Okay, so there's a couple docs about it. There is the Oregon from there's one from OPB, Oregon Public Radio, Oregon Public Broadcasting, and then there is a documentary called Wild Wild Country that is on Netflix. It's all about Reach Prom. And it's crazy. The entire
It
thing
is.
nuts. Like,
So, I mean, we're
bonkers.
talking like sexual revolution here. We're talking sexual deviance.
Sexual
What?
deviance. There was a lot of rape that
I
went
mean-
on, a lot of STDs and things like
yeah.
that. Like it went dark very, very quickly.
I mean,
Like-
are the two not
Considering the
synonymous?
fact that,
Mm,
well,
that's true.
here's
There
the
was a
thing.
lot of rapes in Woodstock.
There was like a good portion of Reach Brom's population was a number of homeless that got bus tickets from the Portland area and flocked to there. And
Yeah, because they
when-
needed free labor. They said, like, oh, if you work for us, we'll give you a home and 3 hot meals. They
Yeah.
lied. They
And
lied
also
so
access to the
much.
Rape Shack.
No, they didn't get access to the Rape Shack. That was for the Hollywood elites that they were bringing in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you had to have money to get access to the Rape Shack.
Damn it, I wanted access to the Rape Shack. I don't
That's
have
how it's always been.
I've
Pretty
never heard
much.
the story to the Rape Shack in Woodstock.
Wait. Is
No,
that-
no. This wasn't Woodstock. This isn't
It's
Woodstock.
like,
This
it's
is
like we're watching,
this
we're
this
watching
is
old-
Rajneesh
old
Puram.
film.
No, dude,
Wait,
that's
what?
what the song Rape Shack is
Like,
about.
I swear to God, if you see the old camcorder footage of this, I swear Bill Cosby's in one of them.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Is a little low place.
Oh my God. God damn it, heretic.
Oh my God, we need to get into
Damn it, Rabbit! Stop it!
we need to get
Free press
we need to get
Uzbekistan
some
on this?
people we need to get some people who can make up costumes. Turn this into a full Bollywood production of Rape Shack.
Ah.
I am
I'm okay
really
with this.
fucking confused.
Oh no, we were talking about this crazy cult that formed up
It's like
out of.
Caddyshack with rape.
We were talking about this crazy cult that formed in Oregon, and all the problems that were associated with it. And it was basically like it was predicated on like the '60s sexual revolution, like what was it, Hindu Buddhist fascination shit. It's all surrounded around this Indian guru by the name of Rajneesh. And yeah, there was a lot of fucked up shit, and it was really crazy. And they're also responsible
God
for
damn it,
the
why can't
largest
these sexual
U.S.
revolutions-
bioterrorism attack ever
Why
conducted.
can't these sexual revolutions ever be started by like a guy named Bob? Why can't it ever be a Bob?
No, largest bioterrorist attack in America. I think chemical bioterrorism is taken
said-
up by a Marxist group in Japan.
Oh.
Japan has the largest bioterrorism attack ever.
Okay.
Oh no, dude.
Well, no. We're talking about America. We're talking about
Okay,
America.
Yeah, in America, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I want to make sure that people understand. Yeah, it's the largest bioterrorism attack in America, i.e., they poisoned the Sizzler bar in Eugene, Sizzler salad bar in Eugene with tainted spinach.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but they also like went around and like they were trying to sneak it into all kinds of different places. Like
Wait,
they
you
they
trying
had.
to like say that Jilly Juice is not an original concept.
In this case, no.
I don't think it is. I feel like I've heard something about that in the 90s.
I don't think a lot of the pseudoscience crap that goes around as like, or all the fucking alternative healing shit is actually an original idea.
No, not in the least bit.
Anymore?
It's readaptations of old fucking bad ideas. It's like, let's bring back leech bleeding.
I was
That's a
just about
great
to say that.
idea. Balance the humors.
We fucking cut your wrist to get all the sickles out of you.
It's
Yep.
perfectly
Look,
fine if
guys,
you grow
guys.
your own leeches. I am selling leech eggs for you right now. You get a tank.
Let them
this
hatch
other stuff.
inside your intestines.
Look, guys, it wasn't a great idea. It is still currently a great idea.
Tapeworms are the next generation in diet technology.
I mean,
I-
they literally are.
They do still sell those. Like, not
I
even
know.
joking.
I know. It
Yeah,
freaks
that's.
me out.
Like, if you've ever like looked at them, that is the fastest way to get your spine to cringe out and beat you to death. Just for forcing it to go through
what's
that.
wrong with some tapeworms? It's just a little bit of tape.
No. I'd rather look at this
Damn
this
it!
this very
Damn it,
beautiful
What happens when a
this
human
very
just
beautiful
now got
Asian
that.
girl's butt.
I just now got that tapeworms are named that way because they're long and stringy.
No.
Really?
shit.
Really?
There are certain levels of
They're called
just
tapeworms.
seriously.
They're long and
Well,
sticky.
everybody has to realize at some point in time, I suppose.
Oh my god.
No, fucker.
I don't know, Goose. Have you ever actually like seen what a tapeworm looks like?
Ah, Jesus, Rhino! God damn it!
Eh?
Ah, delete it, please. For love of God,
Why
I'm
is
not
this
looking
thing-
at the
why is there
screen.
such a thing as maggot therapy?
Runner, put that in the correct channel, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Not
Please,
safe for work,
please. That's
please.
gore. That's actually qualified as gore.
What did
Yeah,
Bruno
so-
quote?
That's qualified as gore.
You guys are talking about tapeworms as a dietary aid, and I'm just showing you.
I don't give a fuck, man. Oh,
Rhino.
Jesus.
Stick it in the correct channel, my dude.
I don't even see
Oh
it
no!
anymore.
Is
Go to
Do
Mario
not
Six
look.
one.
Do not look. Do not look.
I mean, you can look at maggots eating some dude's foot.
It's a medical procedure. What's the big deal?
Just please, for the love of God, man. Just get rid of it,
Oh,
please.
and voice text 1. Okay.
Were those maggots raised in a sterile
Didn't give me an
environment?
alert that there was something
Are
possible.
those
Yes.
grass-fed maggots?
Yes.
How many carbs per maggot?
3.
They're actually very high protein.
Are they
Yeah, they are, but-
are they gluten free?
3.
Yes. Maggots are
God damn it,
gluten-free.
everything does not have to be gluten free. Shit.
Gluten is not a bad thing. You need gluten, you stupid fucks.
This is
Unless you got
actually
fucking-
says-
No, you
Or
don't.
it's
You
celiac
just need
disease.
protein. You just need protein.
A horse-
Gluten can sub. Gluten
Just
can
read the
sub as a
article, though.
protein
No.
if you use beans
In
with it.
2004,
No,
the
we are
FDA
fucking
cleared
we
maggots
are
for use as a
omnivorous
medical
organisms.
device.
We require both protein and the different elements and stuff that we get out of non-protein compounds such as lipids, carbohydrates, and say it with me now, gluten.
Then what about the people that their
No,
bodies can't
gluten's a
process gluten?
protein. Gluten doesn't follow this. Gluten is not a non-protein.
Gluten is bad for everybody. Nobody should ever eat gluten.
Gluten has no harm to the people that can't fucking process it.
For the love of
first
God,
of all,
Rhino.
Fucking process it.
Rhino, you really need to delete that. Thank you. Woohoo. Edited. Okay, cool.
What's wrong with some bugs?
What's wrong with some bugs? Yeah,
look,
it will
Jesus
they
fucking Christ.
can ban us for that shit.
They
Oh,
were,
okay.
they were approved by the FDA in 2004.
I
know.
understand that, but it's
Yeah, you want to know something else? The FDA doesn't fucking regulate energy drinks that can kill you.
why did Queer
Well-
post all of these weird animal pictures?
Because
And-
Queer and Squigums get on these fucking tangents of everything has to be cute.
Hey,
enough.
animals are cute when they want to
Unless
be.
they're cat. And they're
I mean,
cunts.
they can be cute
Not all.
until they're biting your face off.
Yeah.
The
I don't think I'd be
cats are
saying
cute
"daw"
cunts.
while the fucking wolf was ripping your face off.
Let's see what you guys were up to in shit posting earlier.
Posting shit.
They were
Oh
up
wait,
to
no,
crack.
that's Dank's thing.
I don't know what the fuck is up with that server.
Dankula server.
Yeah.
Just
pure,
I keep it as available servers just to remind myself that I should never go there. The sun doesn't touch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, the thing with Dankular server is it is actually not as bad as it would first appear, believe it or not. If you actually look a little deeper, it's actually...
Until they start getting on scat porn fucking changes.
Well,
Then
yeah,
it is as
well,
bad.
they
God damn
actually
it.
take shit posting literally.
Look, guys.
Yeah,
There's
obviously.
nothing. The FDA doesn't regulate against scat porn. Come on, guys.
Okay, Dank's. I will give you the actual description for Dank's server. It is the quintessential distillation of B off 4chan. Just pure, just like you took B and you transcribed it into Discord. You have Dank's server.
Yeah, I mean it is meant to be hyper offensive sort of thing. I.e., if you're offended, you do not belong there. Get
And
out
somehow,
quickly.
and somehow there's still
The
less
Dank
cucks
Brigade
out there.
Well-Fed Act of 2018, also known as eating shit.
Because I mean, I've actually been on there quite a few times, and I've actually got to speak to Master Meacham personally. He's an absolute sweetheart, by the way. Sort of thing. So yeah,
And somehow the server still has less cucks than 4chan.
yeah. But yeah, generally, I mean, most of them are. There is quite a lot of like edgy shit lords in there, sort of thing, that are all like, you know, oh, I'm here for the lulz and can't fucking pull a joke to save their life. But you know, I digress.
I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just the whole at everyone thing. It's just like, the fuck?
It's to fuck with
the best
people.
Oh,
thing
I got
to do is, as
banned
soon as you
for
get
call-
in there,
I got banned for calling them for shitting on them for doing at everyone. Fuck you.
yeah, dude, that's basically no. Whitey's got no righties. That's kind of the whole joke of the server.
Yeah, I don't
didn't have the
care.
right to say
If you
that,
take
but
anything in
that's what you
Dankula's server seriously,
Fuck it, I'm getting a glass of whiskey.
Yeah, anybody who does actually take Dank's service seriously shouldn't be there in the first place.
Yeah, 'cause I posted a non-Randy Savage meme and got, like, I guess my photos taken away from posting in general, and I was like, eh.
yeah,
'cause,
mods are
well,
pretty.
basically, they've got a shit
No.
cancer shit posting channel, which is where you post
Yeah,
all your.
and in all honesty,
your
what
memes and
happens-
pictures.
What happens with that is the first time someone does it, everyone starts. They need the green light.
Boy.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Because in all honesty, half the time when they go on fucking at everyone spam, it's like one person just adds everyone, then like 5 people will just start spamming at everyone's.
I mean, if you actually like get into it a bit, sort of thing, and kind of like join in, as it were, sort of thing, it's actually quite funny. If you're that way inclined, which I am.
Jameson Cassidy.
But yeah, some of them get like super butthurt, or like they want to like enter the kind of upgraded talking channels. So there's like always like a billion questions like, how do I get promoted, or how do I get out of the gulag if I've been put there?
Why
and
did you
it's
remember to
just
take the
like-
roll away?
Yeah, and they just automatically like get banned for asking stupid questions. It's a shit show. But you can actually get into this sort of thing, because like first you get the kitchen, then you get the dining room, and then you eventually like progress through the different systems until you're.
I think it's just based off how long you've been on the server.
Yeah, literally, like as in time spent.
'Cause
I've been there forever. Like I've been there since he launched the thing, and I've watched it just turn it. Not so much devolve as just. It was a big pile of shit. Then that big pile of shit caught fire. Then more people threw more shit on it. Now the city's burning. Yeah, that's about accurate.
It's literally what happens when you firebomb Dresden and everyone's just dancing in the ashes.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
Ashes is more apt, I think.
Shitting in the ashes. Yeah.
Eating is shit from the ashes.
Speaking of dank, yes.
There's, the Michael cunt that's been bugging Bearing and shit. Apparently he wanted to try to take,
Rollins.
he wanted to take a shot at Dankula on Twitter.
Well, no, because he knows the fucking army that is the Dank Brigade will fucking come down on his ass.
Well, not just that, but like the by and large the entire YouTube community is behind dank right now.
Oh yeah.
Well, shit, yeah.
Well, half the world's behind him at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, basically, what a few of
Even
us
randos are behind him.
going to get into motion if it hasn't already been done. Basically, if he comes down with a custodial sentence, Basically, we're gonna fund his entire appeal so he can take it to the absolute top of appeals.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't donate often, but I donate to that.
I don't donate, but I do.
Yeah, I'd donate for that.
I would too.
Yeah, I forgot that guy.
You know, sometimes you get a pack of smokes. The tobacco kind of varies between pack to pack.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got an
Okay.
especially good pack today, and it is.
Gator, did you ever see that
That's why.
fucking
you
edit
vote
of
for
the
Roman.
dub for Dragon Ball Super abridged? Or not abridged, fucking Dragon Ball Super. They
No.
found the one episode finally. Just watch like that 18-second video I sent you.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
You get that thing I sent you?
Did you get?
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Sent
Hold-
you?
Okay, Fire Marshal Bill Burns.
Oh, wait. Can I play this on Twitch? That's my question.
I don't think so.
I found it off YouTube.
Well,
I mean, considering you're
can.
talking about the LA riots, I don't think you're allowed to.
I mean, in all honesty, I'd say you're probably better off trying it.
All right. Well,
Well,
let's,
like, which LA riots
Because
are we talking about?
what happens is it's like we're all critiquing it, so it's like whatever. We're all
all
laughing.
right.
At it.
Well, we'll see here. We're viewing this on political auspices or
Yeah.
auspects. Yeah, there you go. That's a word, right? Auspices. Yes, thank you. I are good at words.
if you make a
Osteoporosis.
sound.
The booze isn't hitting me yet. All right. I'm gonna wait the 5 seconds for you guys to be able to see on stream.
All right.
I don't have a link to this stream.
Oh, twitch.tv/Caligator, CALI Gator.
How do you spell gate?
G-A-Y.
F-A-G-G-O-T.
Wait, well, you're not half wrong.
No, you spell it a bundle of sticks.
How do you spell?
All right. Well, let's just get to this.
All right. Boop.
Jesus Christ, this Lego set never ends.
Oh, that's wrong. Wait, hold your fire. This man isn't black.
That's funny, and you know it. It's fucking funny.
That was funny.
I saw that on Twitter earlier.
Oh, silly things. Well, we do have the video, the Stolfos vid with our good friend what's his face?
Biggie Vantano.
Vantano.
Yeah, Vantano. I was wanting to say something else. I don't know why, but yeah. Let's see this degeneracy right here.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick-ass boy. Damn.
Well then, that was a thing.
Ooh boy,
He's
he's
thick. That's a thick boy. Hot damn.
My life
Is he
so-
is he fucking like critiquing Astolfo?
I think so.
God damn.
Please let that be real. Please let that be actually out of.
It's
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Just. Mwah.
I will still never get over the fact
Best
of
season
hold your
again.
fire. This man isn't black.
Godly. Alright, we're back to the background track.
That I will never listen to because I don't want to hear echoes of myself.
Oh, no, that's perfectly fine. I understand. I understand so much.
no, you don't. You'll never understand.
I always. I will understand you. You'll need to get a real job. And stop fucking around, boy.
But
Clean
not
your
just
room.
Go down to the basement and start reading fucking biology papers like an autist, like Ryan Folk.
Yes,
Like it.
and bring home a good special needs girl. You need that. You to pass on your superior genes.
To the special needs.
I'm sorry, but if you're all about special genes and shit, you passing them on, why the fuck would you fuck a potato?
Ah.
Because that's the only
trying to crossbreed.
I'm sorry, but there has to be certain genetic markers, even if it's minor.
Trying to make potato salad? I don't know.
Trying to make the first plant-human hybrid.
First tumor-human hybrid.
But we've got plenty of potato fuckers.
Fucking Irish.
Irish.
Yeah! Yay! Somebody got my joke.
I'm more Viking than Irish, thank you.
I am a quarter potato fucker, so you know I can make that joke, right? Right?
I don't think I'm at all potato fucker.
I'm at least
I love her. Potato and sheep go well together.
Mutton. I haven't had mutton in a long time.
Never had mutton before.
It's good. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's it's a little like beef, only like lighter, almost like pork, and it's really got its own like rich flavor. If that makes any sense.
Also known as the insides of
Yeah,
So
it does.
it tastes
I've
like
always wanted to
beef,
try it, though.
only it doesn't taste like beef. It tastes like itself.
It tastes exactly like beef, except it doesn't. Makes perfect sense.
it tastes like the essence of beef.
A little bit, yeah, because the deal is that they're both grass-fed. They're both grass-fed cloven foot animals, so they have a little bit of like a similarity in, composition of flesh, so to speak. The only difference is that sheep is a little bit more gristly, has more oil.
Yeah.
You can feel it on top of your mouth if you eat a cold chop.
The fuck was that?
If you eat a cold mutton chop, you feel the grease on the top of your mouth. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you will get that. You have to eat it warm. You have to eat it warm. Ooh, Dangerous Goose has sent me some sort of track. What is this? Let us explore this. Something on the bandit camp. Oh wait. Well, hopefully they don't like rage at me. If they do, I'll give them I'll give them a 50% profit of the nothing we make tonight.
Do we get donations?
Oh Jesus, that's loud. Holy fuck. Does this have
I don't know. I haven't even heard it yet.
Does Bandcamp have a volume knob?
I don't know. It's fine to me because I turned everything down.
Oh well, it's deafening me. But well, let's see here. It ain't bad, but yeah.
A little bit loud, but overall it's not bad.
It's fucking killing my my headphones.
You can also just turn down the stream itself.
Yeah, it's not my kind of.
I don't have the what was it, the channels isolated, so if I turn it down, I turn you guys down. So.
I meant like, can't you like do a pop-up window of your own stream and fucking lower it there and see if you listen to it?
Nah.
No, you're not gonna do that.
Because no, because like I said, you are on the same audio channel as the as everything else. So yeah, I
what the
like.
fuck is this?
Glorious is what it is.
Why is Dagoth Earth smacking the shit out of the camera's ass?
Oh. You will never saw me through time and war.
You know, I think Dagoth Earth found the booty of the week and he's like, slap it! Slap it!
Yes! On the heart. Upon the heart. Oh. Down your weapons.
That was such a nice booty that it possibly turned man straight.
I know, right?
Just for the time.
For the fact that you have an Asian girl that actually has an ass. Like I had an amazing like competing, booty of the week.
I don't. Could you? Hold on. What was the competing booty of the week?
What did I?
Okay.
Dagoth would definitely eat her out, but unfortunately he doesn't have a mouth. His head is just a hole.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like all white men.
I came in here.
Black
and
like
the
your
first camera
soul.
got an ass. And I'm
This was the competing booty of the week right here. This is an amazing woman right here.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
Wait, where is this?
Where is this?
Booty of the week.
I will repost it in the. I have it running on the stream,
Get
but
out of there,
I'll
posty.
repost it in voice text. I'll repost it in voice text. Except I
Get
can't.
out of there, posty.
It's too. The fucking pic is too big. Fuck.
And post the link.
Isn't there a computer? I have a computer. It's called GIMP. It's kind of funny.
No. This is a GIF.
Oh, take a
Yeah.
screenshot of it and then go
I
to.
believe it's pronounced GIF.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Hey, no, fuck you, fuck you. It's GIF.
Jif is a peanut butter brand. It's GIF.
I just
The
love
moment
triggering
when
people
you
with
take a
that.
dick
I
pic
say
and you try to
GIF
send
normally.
it, it says the file is too large.
Hold on. I sent it to Waffle. I sent it to
Waffle.
Waffle the other day. So let me like scroll up and I can get the link. Because I pulled this off Imgur. Friend sent it to me. At least I thought I did.
Well, can't you search that from Google?
No, unfortunately. Son of a bitch. Okay, I didn't send it to Waffle. Who did I send it to?
Google doesn't believe in the sexual revolution.
Google is the sexual revolution.
I will search it on Google, Instagram. There's a lot of booty pics on Instagram, but it is not.
It's not all real. That's the problem.
No.
God damn it,
Oh,
Frank.
wait. Found it.
Interesting.
Oh, it's the actual chick.
Did you reverse image search? You did.
Yeah, I tried to.
See, the problem I've got with just still pictures is we don't know if they're photoshopped or not. Like, I don't want to have to go through all these, like, to see, like, the little distortions.
Yeah.
Do we have a name? I can't really
I
see
wouldn't
it
mind
from
going
there.
through them all if you wanted to send
Jackie!
Jackie!
All of that search shows is that
Put GIF on
everyone,
a fucking 8-pixel
everyone from
bottle.
Oh, wait. I know where I put it. Let me scroll. It's in my Discord also. So, scrolling.
He doesn't actually save ass pics on his computer anymore. He just has Discord DMs.
Yeah, buddy.
Wait,
Cloud computing, motherfucker. Yeah.
Sliding into DMs 101.
that search.
There we go.
Search. All I saw was every language loves the ass. Every
Yep.
single
Yep.
loves the ass.
Look at this. Look at this shit right here. Posting in.
Hello there.
It's wonderful.
There we are.
And
There
the thing
we
is,
are.
You know it's real because there's movement.
Oh yeah, that's exactly the point.
Yeah.
This girl she fit, she thick, and god damn.
I wouldn't call her thick.
If I
I
fit,
would
say
say
sits.
Mercedes Carrera has a better ass.
My,
I'm
Uh,
what the fuck
I mean,
you
if you
put
want to
Yeah.
blast yourself, sure.
that's a lot of work on them glutes.
Keki, I'm not
That's
being
that's
very sour
that
right
squat.
now.
She got that squat game on lock, like straight
Yeah.
up.
I can admire that in particular.
What is this chick's name?
I don't know. This was done as part of a joke where the guy had what was it? A little image afterwards and says, "Ma'am, we have received several complaints," and shows her like shaking her ass at a camera in the middle of the gym.
Complaints.
So
Petty
I
complaints.
think it's all it's complaints about people that were like, the dude that was fucking benching his spotter got distracted.
fell on his throat. Blah!
Kid died.
It's not really that. It's just like, dude, help me out here. Pull it back.
Hey,
Dude,
how's it
dude, come
going,
on.
guys?
Oh.
Blah!
No. If you're struggling that hard, just fucking lock your elbows and pray to God it's not heavy enough to break your arms.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Good chance the nigga who is also benching is staring too.
Mm.
So.
Also, incidentally, my name's Jeff.
Oh god. God damn it.
I love that. Thank you, Keki. But no. As a quick aside, I am raising my my OE in respect to Mac Mitten's kitten, who
What's OE?
Thank you very much.
yeah.
What's OE?
Yeah.
Old English.
Yeah, my cat is officially diagnosed with kitty lymphoma. She is going to die before I reach. She's set to pass before I finish all of my training.
What are you going to training for?
I'm going to survival training in 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks. Thursday. I was supposed to go last week, but due to logistical errors, which I just really chalk up to someone going on vacation, I'm not going to be going yet. I'm going next week. It's going to be 10 days, and then after that, I'm going to my first base. Like, I'm going to my first assignment.
And then we never hear from you again.
Most likely, like, here's the thing, right? The training that I'll be doing, survivalist training, right? It's something that they essentially use. If I don't pass it, I will be kicked out of the military, more or less, unless I can find something else to do.
What, survival school?
Yeah. Like if I don't pass survival training.
What branch are we talking about here?
Air Force.
Why are they sending Air Force to survival school?
It's part of your basic.
It's a cruel trick.
It is. No, the job I'm doing is what's called Airborne Mission Specialist.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
So I'm going to be an E1 going to survivalist training, which is typically done for people who are like deploying.
Oh, is it not part of your basic in the States?
No, survival school is never part of basic.
It is part of basic in Canada.
Never part of basic.
That's Canada.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Canada has survival school for, their regular school because of the wilderness.
No. But here in America, the only time you go to survivalist training is when you actually do need it, and because I'll be working on airplanes and like my job, 90% of the time we'll be flying on airplanes, and working on like radio equipment and stuff like that. So I do have to go through survivalist training, whatever. If I don't pass it, I literally cannot qualify for my job. And due to the nature of the work that I do, because I have top secret clearance and whatever, there aren't many jobs that I can do if I do not pass this training. If that makes any sense. So,
well, good luck on it, dude. Like, for real.
No, the fucking survival training, it goes to the Army, but because of the Air Force is part of the Department of the Army, they can take it too.
Yeah.
So I can be Air Force and become fucking airborne qualified, which is funny.
My mom actually went through survivalist training. They're gonna beat the shit out of me and put me in boxes for hours. And fuck ass.
They're gonna fucking drop you in the middle of the woods too, aren't they? Yeah. In the middle of the fucking woods, say get out. If you find the McDonald's, you'll be fine.
That's actually funny enough. That's the one thing my mom really liked about it.
Isn't it fucking SEER school?
Almost. It's similar to SEER school, but it's not as aggressive, if that makes any sense.
Okay, because I know SEER school, they also throw you in boxes and really uncomfortable positions for hours.
Legitimately never pass SEER school. That is too aggressive for me. I'm joining the Air Force because I don't want to join the Army or the Marines. So. Dude,
in all honesty, if you join the Army, you wouldn't. 9 times out of 10, you probably won't be infantry. You'll probably be some fucking support.
I mean,
Dude, just join the Navy.
The Navy.
Here's the thing, right?
Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to fucking find a dildo underneath my bunk.
Oh, man.
Why are all the sheets crusty?
Here's the thing, right? The only reason I don't want to join the Navy is because I get really bad motion sickness on boats. And I know there's like medication for it, but I fucking hate boats.
A lot of getting used
also, you don't want to be diddled.
I mean,
dude, fucking basic training, you had fucking chicks sleeping in the same bed with each other. It was funny as hell when you found out about it.
Look, all I'm going to say is one of the girls that I had one of the girls that I was in a relationship with wanted me to run away with her to the Navy. So, if I did join the Navy,
battle boo.
dude, man, like Navy's a fucking trip. I've got friends who are
Navy.
Yeah. And they basically like complain the entire time. It's just like it literally becomes trapped in a sardine can.
Oh yeah, no, if you're
I want to be trapped on a fucking boat for
It's
That's
funny.
the reason I won't join the Navy.
It's kind of funny because most of the Navy, you're trapped underneath the deck because that's where all your jobs.
Exactly.
Yep.
Unless
Like,
you're the fucking
Oh, no.
ship commander's
No.
bitch
If
or
no,
your
no,
Air
no.
Force on top of the deck.
No. It's not just Air Force on top of the deck because my buddy, my buddy's a two-tour vet. He was flight crew for the Navy, so he was up on the fucking deck all the time. And even with the the earmuffs and stuff that they provide you, like you basically you cram the little beans in your ears, and then you have like a cloth one that sticks over, and then you have another one which goes over the whole sides of your fucking head. And the jets
blow your ears off from 200 meters away.
Dude, like even from where he was at, like manning the catapult and shit, like he has hearing problems to this day because of it. Like it fucked him up.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be on the tarmac at any point in time.
Absolutely
I'm not
that. No.
Does he keep on complaining about his tinnitus?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's even worse actually. If you're part of the Navy, you get tasked with submarine crewmen.
Oh, fuck that noise!
You're just sitting there enjoying your day, and all of a sudden.
To be fair.
Well,
Captain, the red light's glowing. Why is the red light glowing?
Well, the best thing about submarine crew is the food.
And I refuse to join Nuke's program.
Oh, nuclear physicist.
Nuke program?
Engineer?
No.
I actually have a friend who's going into nuclear physics right now.
Yeah, they have nuclear engineers in the Navy.
Why fuck nuclear physics? Nuclear physics is awesome.
Here's the thing, right? And
no, because I just really want to get laid.
Nah, it depends. Like for me, the main thing I want to do when I go in the military is travel, which is why I chose
the Air Force.
Yeah.
Hey man, Air Force is not a bad branch. Hell, 9 times out of a lot of the time, you're gonna fucking get a lot of job experience.
Yeah, it's LD and it pays off the most after you get out of the service.
Yeah. I want to talk about nukes for a second. So
let's talk about nukes.
If you
my favorite subject.
The extent or like with the express purpose to travel around the world, nukes will fucking ruin you because there are like 3 bases that nukes goes to, and one of those bases is a Navy base. And a lot of the times you will be stuck on a submarine because most submarines carry nuclear arms
or have capability.
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, no. If you're a nuclear engineer, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be on a fucking sub. It's gonna suck.
If you want to travel, nukes is literally a death sentence for you. So I was like, I'm not gonna join nukes. I was actually offered to join nukes, and I was like, I'm not even gonna put it on.
See, that's your first problem. You're intelligent. The smart people get fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah, a little bit. But no, my buddy is like actually like a civilian nuclear physicist. He's he's a native Filipino. He's going to college there and stuff for it. He wants to work on building reactors and things.
Is that because Duterte wants to learn how nuclear castration will work for drug dealers?
It's the Philippines. That's probably about accurate, sadly.
Is ISIS still fighting over there?
Yes.
No, ISIS No, ISIS is shit scared of the Philippines right now because of their current president. Like he's been making an example of the fucking drug dealers in the country right now. Like he's been like essentially behead execution,
it's not just
firing line execution. Yeah. Just fucking executing anybody caught with fucking drugs in the country. Just like line them up and fucking unload. Blow!
Wasn't he also prescribed like a shit ton of OxyContin?
My favorite thing about the Philippines is that Duterte actually stated that he used to drive around himself before he was the president and kill drug dealers. He used to personally kill drug dealers. Like, that motherfucker is hardcore as fuck.
The dude's also fucking insane. It's not just
he
dealers. It's like you're caught with it. The dude, it's not just you're a drug dealer, right? Dead. No, it's you're a drug user. Oh, you're dead too.
Well, you know, it was a what was it? It was kind of a cultural breaking point for them because they're in the Philippines. They were getting a lot of like what was it? East Asian what was it? Heroin and stuff through
Heroin, opium.
and then all of a sudden the fucking meth broke through into there, and holy shit, it riddled the country bad. And so essentially, like, everyone is in essentially cultural agreement there. It's like, yeah, we don't want any of these fucking drugs around. We don't want any of these fucking junkies rattling about. Fucking blast them.
Have you heard though that Duterte's son is one of the major drug kingpins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I heard about that.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Kill
No,
your
no.
son, fucker, consistency.
Yeah. So, in a very strange way, it's more or less a conspiracy that the only reason he's targeting drug dealers is that so his son can be the main distributor of drugs.
Well, it's a conspiracy. I don't fucking believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I think he's just covering hard for his son.
If Duterte was honest with himself, he would personally execute his son in the middle of the fucking streets like a degenerate.
Oh yeah.
And I would pay to see that.
I wouldn't.
Damn.
I'm not gonna.
Wait.
I'm not gonna like pay to see a man execute his own kid. So.
Did you guys hear about Saudi Arabia? Countering ballistic missiles?
What about them countering ballistic missiles with our weapons?
What?
Yeah,
What about them
apparently
countering ballistic weapons?
Yemen apparently fired ballistic missiles at some country in Saudi Arabia, and they had to like blow them the fuck up.
Oh shit!
The fact that Yemen even has capabilities to launch anything is surprising at this point.
Not really, especially
Not-
considering
not-
the fact
not
that
country, city. Sorry.
no. Like in all honesty and stuff like that. Remember, when the Soviets went under, when the USSR collapsed in on itself like a flan in the cupboard, there was a shit ton of armaments that Russia still had. They had a lot of debts to pay. So there is a lot of spread of Russian weaponry all over the fucking world at this point.
But the thing
That's
is,
no.
Saudi been
This
bombing
is
Yemen for how long?
yeah, but still, I mean, you can still buy all of this stuff. Like for put it to you in this light, you can buy AK-47s by the pound these days because you literally can just buy a crate for like I think it's like $5.50 for a box of parts, and it'll make about 5 fucking AKs.
Well,
But no, and that's just the light armaments.
And let you take it home with you.
Yeah. So you have not only that, but you also have the fact of it's like, okay, they were getting rid of these armaments. This is like when you stop at a gas station, you buy a little baggie of Pop Rocks when you're getting your 20 pack of beer. Essentially, you can buy like the parts and everything to construct your own scuds and shit like that for like rock bottom prices. That's why so many countries sat there and sprung on the deal in the afterwards of it, and that's why things like the Balkan conflict was as fucking horrific as it was. All the Russian-made armaments and things that were put into place there. You had like fucking missile platforms and fucking T-42 tanks, I think, that they had on surplus that they bought from the Russians.
Sure, you're not talking T-92s.
It might be T-92s. I've been drinking.
T-42s are like fucking 50s, man.
Okay. So yeah, it's probably a T-92. Yeah, it was the most recent tank before the USSR collapsed. Then
I think it was probably T-90 or T-92 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not very well versed in tanks, but I do know that.
Yeah, it's also an explanation why so many conflict zone countries in the world have such grievous damage done to them, is because, well, the Russians were making weapons to be able to like fucking sledgehammer the United States. So no, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea.
Fucking.
Hold on real quick. MGS box joke.
And honestly, I'm just with the fact of Saudi Arabia just pummeling the shit out of Yemen, I'm surprised they've even had any breathing room to get fucking ballistic missiles up.
I mean, it's a fairly large landmass, to give it credit.
Yeah, to give it credit, but Saudi Arabia also is bombing them with our weapons.
Yeah. The thing is, most American weapons are pinpoint weapons.
Yep.
We like the Moab is the largest bomb that we ever made, and we only
it like once.
Yeah, we've only dropped it once, and it was only 2 ever built. Everything else is made for surgical strikes. Like that's the whole thing with American armaments is that they've always been.
Well, I mean, fucking.
There was that one.
Wedding is a
clip where
pinpoint
they,
strike.
There was that one clip where they used the bunker buster to take out like underground ISIS tunnels, and the media freaked out about it.
Yeah.
Well,
all the extra damage and shit. Like, oh my god, have you seen what a Russian ICBM can do?
Oh yeah, no, it's in all honesty, bunker buster is probably your best bet with a lot of shit. It's yeah, you can have pinpoint arms if you bomb a wedding.
Well, the deal is that the deal is that American military doctrine is based around, and I'm sure Matt can back me up on this, but it's based around cutting the head off the snake, and then just mopping up the mess afterwards with with light infantry,
with local militias.
Yeah.
Or in all honesty, what it's become is become the biggest guy or become the biggest dog in the fight, so that way the other dogs don't fight. It's effectively what it has become. It's both of them. I would know.
I posted that one thing in a voice chat once.
Should I used to work on what I could fucking do? The sheer range of shit and just the sheer level of precision certain U.S. artillery can get to.
Mm-hmm.
And artillery does not mean fucking howitzers only.
Okay,
it's
no. We have. No. Missiles don't count as artillery strikes.
No, but they fall under artillery.
Leave me. See if I care.
What?
I have work tomorrow. You fuck.
So do I.
Depends on where the missile launch from.
At 7 in the morning.
At 6 in the morning, actually.
Oh.
Well, suck a dick.
Is this a lover's quarrel that I hear right now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I do intend on following through with that offer.
He left. Bitch. Yeah, no. We have armaments that we can get a rocket within 10 meters of something. That's always fun. But they usually hit within 5.
Doesn't want to fuck with us because we'll just fly
not meters,
meters.
not meters, feet. Not meters, feet.
It's like why would we want to destroy all the infrastructure and things in a region if all we need to do is just pop a few heads? Like, think about it in the sense of like you remember in Captain America 2, I think it was Winter Soldier, where they SHIELD had like the giant helicarrier and had like the bristling guns on the bottom of it. That is like that is like the Defense Department's wet dream right there. It's like, oh shit, all we have to do is just plug in a few coordinates for headshots and click, boom, all the fucking things that we have trouble with are now dead. We don't have to fucking bomb buildings and anything like that. We're just gonna move in and just repatch everything back up, clean up the bodies, and everything's back to business in like less than a week.
Alright, so in Voice Text 1 Gator, this is the shit that I used to work on. The shit that I did for the army.
Oh yeah?
You can play that, I got it off YouTube.
Okay.
It's only like a minute and 10 seconds long.
I like watching weapons displays. They're kind of a rare commodity these days on YouTube.
This thing can fire everything.
Oh, I don't doubt it. It's just basically a modular tube, and you just like chuck whatever weapon system inside of it that you need.
There are ordnance strikes nowadays, especially in the Air Force. What's it called? You can.
Let's see if I can get a better.
Yeah, that's the word for it. It's ordnance strike, not artillery.
You can, but like I'm saying, like you can damage an entire building. Like you can bomb an entire building without doing damage to literally anything around it.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Hold on, let me see something.
And so like, kind of nowadays.
Just remember, don't hit the church. It's a war crime.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Let me turn on the TV on stream. Click.
Killing innocents isn't necessarily a war crime, but hitting a church definitely is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, war in general is like fucking. Well, one, it's hell, but it's two.
At least when it comes to modern.
Yeah.
Well, the American military doesn't want to deal with indiscriminate bombing because there was that kind of thing called the fire bombing of Japan.
Fire bombing of Dresden.
Yeah.
No, that is no.
Dresden was the English.
I thought Dresden was American, or the fucking English had American planes and shit.
It was English led.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
So
America
they killed
bombings to be public. They're the difference.
They killed 100,000 civilians in Tokyo in one night.
Oh yeah, no, it's because fire bombs
One
are. I think,
fuck.
he's sort of like
Reason that
fucking
we,
anti.
stop doing indiscriminate bombing.
That's why
Excuse
flame.
me, I think you mean 100,000 combatants.
So
No.
any sort of fire.
No.
Any sort of
that's
fire
what-
bombing.
Oh no, the way the Tokyo fire bombings work.
This is this scene right here.
And then it burned together and killed.
I know what
everything in the
Well, it's also the
area.
entirety of Tokyo was effectively wood buildings.
Yeah, like as much as they wanted us in
What got us to stop doing indiscriminate bombing was the failure of the bombing campaigns in North Vietnam.
yeah,
which is good.
it is good. It is very much good.
Oh yeah, because PR is a wonderful thing.
Well, not just that, but it also means that you have less reconstruction efforts, because every time a war happens in modern times, there is a lot of money donated by countries that were involved to be able to rebuild the infrastructure of states that have had the war take place in them and have damage to the innocent civilian population.
Exactly. I know we fucked your shit up, but here's some money.
Yeah, no, it's not just money, but especially like what with Iraq was a great example of it. But we had like all sorts of contractors and stuff hired out of the U.S. to come over there and rebuild stuff.
And this is in my personal opinion, and from what like I've seen pictures of. My mom used to take pictures when she deployed. The contractors there did not necessarily get along with a lot of the people in Iraq, because a lot of the contractors were people who saw their friends die at the hands of Iraqis, and so like I still have pictures of like a lot of graffiti and a lot of disrespect to the Iraq nation, whether or not they, like, the civilians themselves did not have anything to do with it. However, especially like in the army, some private contractors, they ended up doing a lot of harm to the civilization that they had there, based on vengeance, some like self-serving vengeance on, because, oh, you killed my friend, so I'm hired to do this for you. However, I'm going to do it very poorly, and I'm going to vandalize your entire area while I'm doing it. And there are a lot of pictures that I have where, like, the army in particular, I'm not saying this to speak bad on the army.
I can speak bad. You can speak bad on the army all I fucking want, dude. I don't give a shit.
To a total extent, I completely understand why they did this. It is very traumatic to see some of your best friends that die to people.
Yeah.
And then someone tell you, okay, you now have to help these people who murdered your friends. I understand that to a point.
Yeah, I mean that's human at that point.
There's also a story of a fucking like I can't remember the guy's name, but I think it was Army Sergeant. He had like a fucking line of detainees, and he got him to the checkpoint to like say here, but they were full. So they said we can't take him. So what the fucker did was took him out to a drainage ditch and killed all 9 of them.
Exactly.
And he was court-martialed for it.
Yeah, I've got a what was it?
After he
I
was in a firefight and they killed like 2 of his buddies.
Yeah, I had what's it? Okay, so one of my close friends in high school, his older brother that we used to hang out with, he had a buddy. We'll call him Duck. Duck was he was stationed in Iraq, and he was doing his tour and everything, and he was with a I believe a scouting division within the Marines.
Oh, recon?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, first recon, like roll up in Humvees, fuck everything up and run?
I can't give too much information about this, just bear it in mind.
Yeah.
So basically what ended up happening was they were given the mission to go out and keep surveillance on this, this group of insurgents, the heads of them and stuff like that. And so they were going around the desert and stuff, and the fringes of cities, and just following these guys around and just keeping an eye on them through their scopes. So, you know, you had him and he was the spotter, his friend was the sniper. Sorry, I'm trying to light my cigarette and it's like refusing.
Oh no, it was something else.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not thinking of.
So what ended up happening was, even though it was supposed to be just an intel run, They got they got caught in the middle of the night. He was on what was it? His friend was on watch for the night, and he went to go get some bunk time in their little makeshift camp out there in the dunes.
Yeah.
Guys came in, fucking tied him up, beat the shit out of him, and strung his friend up and skinned him alive.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
This is the kind of
man.
Hajis will do that sort of shit.
Hajis are fucking barbaric.
They skinned him alive in front of him. So they left him there to
did they
die.
Did they get through the entire fucking skin, or did only part of it happen before he died?
He as far as what Duck
Getting
told me.
someone's a lot quicker than you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy was screaming for a good while, and so and this was Duck's best friend. They had been together since basic.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. And
After what happened, when they didn't check in on radio, they left him there to die. He was out there for about 2 days in the sun. But because he didn't radio in, another squad came out there to go check up on them. They found Duck tied up and everything. They freed him, and what was it? Their CO said, "Look, it's tragic what happened, but yeah, we're just gonna leave this as it is. We're needed elsewhere."
Yeah, and
Duck went AWOL.
I
He hunted the group down, and he caught each one of the guys that had jumped them, because he still had all the notes and stuff where they were going and all this other stuff. It's a group of 9 men. He gutted and skinned every last one of them. Reason why I can't say anything more about it is because when CO found out about it, he got in a lot of trouble. He was lucky to avoid a court martial and pretty much in execution out in the field for what he did, going off orders like that. But yeah, and Duck was Duck. What's up?
A lot of times they're not going to execute you on the field anymore. They'll send you back home for execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it depends because
if they even decide to execute you.
I've got another buddy here in town. He was Army Rangers, and he's seen some shit. But yeah. So essentially he managed to get out of it, and they blamed it on what was it? Local insurgency doing religious honor killings or something like that.
I mean, if you're fucking that barbaric to somebody, it's like, hey, what can you blame it on? Oh, religious fundamentalism. Cool, let's go with that.
No, look.
I don't blame the guy. I really don't.
Oh.
If I saw my best friend being tortured to death, I would probably do the same thing.
I don't know, man.
And like,
I don't make claims like that.
To me, when you join, especially like especially if he's in the Marines, he's been trained to do a.
You're programmed. You're a program killer at that point with Marines.
Like you're programmed.
Yeah.
My one of my mom's bosses, actually, very recently, he was in the Marines for about 12 years. He's the what's it called?
My best friend is what's it? His family and everything are Marines. Like I actually have fucking jarheads, but I love them. I've got like here. Let me turn on the webcam real quick, and so you guys can see right here. I have the his Marines little coaster that he always kept and stuff. His sister was Scout Sniper, and unfortunately for him, even though he served ROTC and all that other stuff, he unfortunately didn't get in because of an injury that he sustained during training. So he was in DEP hell forever, and basically he was in extended boot for like 4 years.
That's insane.
It is.
The fact that they would even keep you in extended boot for 4 years.
He was good enough, and what ended up happening is he kept fucking up his fucking leg and his arm. So he would like essentially the way his muscle development was, it would overgrow and then fucking fracture his bones. But for
honestly, I could have swore after like the second or third time they'd be like, "Yeah, no, dude, you're fucking. There is no way we can fucking keep you."
it might no, because they would give him a year off. So he had two solid years of boot, and then 2 years of recuperation that they had given him for trying to get back in.
If he was a spotter, I will say, like, okay, for instance, I don't know about the spotters or anything, but I will say, like, spotters are typically special. Like they take tens of thousands of dollars to train to an extent. To me, it's kind of like tag Ps. Tag Ps are Air Force / military, or Air Force / Army. They're kind of a crossbreed. So when I was a young kid, I went and I lived in the Big Red 1, which is Fort Riley, Kansas.
How was that?
A lot of the TAC Ps were allowed to do a lot of things that normal military members wouldn't be able to do because they were special ops. And so, like, my mom was actually in charge of 90% of the TAC Ps when she was stationed in Fort Riley, which meant she, on numerous occasions, had to bail them out of jail. And normally, if you get arrested in the military as someone who is just, I don't know, a regular grunt or whatever...
If you're not spec ops, you're not treated special. You're fucking serving your prison time, they kick you out.
Yeah. But
on top of whatever the military wants to give you.
Also, I do have a subject after this for when we move past it, something that Ink brought up.
If you're spec ops, you can actually go to jail all you want to, because at that point, you cost too much money to replace.
Yep.
And so and so on numerous occasions, my mom would wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and bail someone out of jail for like a DUI, like something like.
Dude, this is what got my ranger buddy. He was a ranger medic. This is what got him into a lot of trouble because he was trying to call them on this shit because there was some really fucked up shit that was going on with the spec ops guys.
Now, when you say ranger, friend, are we talking like ranger qualify or like actually like fucking ranger regiment here? Because there's two different things.
He from what I remember, Buck was he was actual ranger. He was trained as a medic for them.
Okay. So he was part of the fucking 75th Ranger Regiment, did all the shit with him. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like for me, okay, so like in my instance, right? The position I'm in, I have top secret clearance. It cost about $20,000 to acquire a top secret clearance such as I have.
Mm-hmm.
If I get arrested, I'm not actually going to be in any trouble. I'm going to get a chewing out, and then they're going to be like, okay, don't do this shit again. I have about two, from what I know from experience, or not experience, from like other people talking to me, I have about 2 chances to actually be arrested and like put in jail, and nothing will happen to me. However, if I was in supply, for instance, like my mom was in supply,
you're a fucking dime a dozen if you're supply.
Yeah.
They just let you go. They're just like, fuck it, enjoy your time.
Even if you're fucking tech with the goddamn maintenance teams and shit.
However, because I have top secret clearance, because I have that one thing that separates me above like a normal Air Force member, and because it takes tens of thousands of dollars to run that check to train me in that sense, I have about 2 chances to fuck up. I can actually sit there and smoke weed and like get caught doing it.
Smoke weed every day.
Once, and they're not gonna give a shit after.
Yeah.
Like I'm essentially safe 2 times I fuck up.
I don't know. Do they check for spice in the Air Force? Because I know they do in the Army.
What?
Spice.
Do they check for spice?
I honestly don't
if they piss test you, it's full spectrum. So.
Yeah. If they piss test me, it's full spectrum. However.
Yeah, it is.
However, there have been cases where, especially in special ops and stuff like that, someone, and my mom used to tell me this story all the time, there was a guy who got piss tested. He tested positive for cocaine usage, and he was not kicked out because he was special ops.
I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it in the least bit.
Yeah, because it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to replace them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, it costs tens of thousands of dollars to fucking send you to goddamn school, and then you get kicked out, and it's like, whatever, not money wasted. We're only here for the ones that succeed. They're the ones we can't fuck with.
He is essentially worth about 30 new recruits. He's
much.
worth about 30 new.
This is the same issue that we had with a lot of the mercs and stuff that we hired out during the Iraqi conflict and the Afghani
In the
conflict.
fucking early days and shit, when fucking Halliburton was out there,
Mm-hmm.
Blackwater was there.
Yeah, because essentially they had like, okay, fuck it, like we don't care about these fucking Hajis, but two, it was like if they got into trouble and stuff, they were they were already paid or they were getting paid and they had like a lot of money on the line. So
I remember hearing about the stories of fucking PMCs getting fucking dragged out of their cars, like fucking beat the shit out of, killed, and then dragged behind other cars.
Yeah.
And then burned alive, and then burned,
like,
and fucking hoisted over the goddamn bridge of some area.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to be fair, like.
Also, Brad, realizing that you're military, it makes sense that you are as sourdough as you are.
No, it's not just military. It's fucking maintenance.
You were a tank mech or motor pool?
You know those things I fucking show you launching rockets and shit?
Oh, you were on them motherfuckers. Ah,
I
fuck.
fixed those fucking things.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Makes so much sense.
Former military, I'm not in anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I will say, like what's it called? Especially, like, I actually recently talked to my mom about it because we were having a conversation, and when she was deployed with a troop of Blackwater mercenaries.
Oh God, those guys.
And I was talking to her about it because I was like, Blackwater mercenaries are hardcore as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
they're
like,
they are some scary motherfuckers, man.
No, it's Blackwater at this point. It's like, hey, you want a war crime? We'll do it for a blank check.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I was talking to her about it, and I was like, Blackwater mercenaries are legitimately fucking terrifying.
Well, you do know that our current Secretary of Education, I think her brother was the former head of Blackwater.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
I think Betsy DeVos I think it might be a half brother or some shit. I don't know
But
entirely.
still, Jesus Christ! Oh my God.
He's related to Eric Prince.
My mom my mom told me the story actually about a month ago, and she was talking about because she was in charge of translating for a Blackwater mercenary. He was actually about my size. He was like 5'7", and like kind of small, but he was like, and she was like asking questions and shit like that, and she was like, "When's the last time you used your weapon?" He was like, "What do you mean use my weapon?" He was like, "Do you mean against jihadis or just generally using my weapon?" He was like, "Because I killed about 3 jihadis in the last 48 hours." He was like, I've killed people. He was like, "I've killed someone in the last 48 hours." He was like, and she was like, did you know that they were combatants?" He was like, "It doesn't matter to me."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Betsy DeVos's maiden name was Prince.
Oh,
Oh
shit!
She's Eric Prince's. She's Eric Prince's sister.
Yep.
God,
Eric Prince,
fucking damn.
He wasn't just the former head. He was the guy that founded it.
Yes.
God damn, that is some heavy shit though. That really is.
It's not Blackwater USA anymore. I think it's called Academia or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to rebrand that shit because they got too infamous.
I always told people, I was like, if you want shit done, no matter what the cost, you will hire a Blackwater mercenary. They will kill whatever you want to kill. However, know that civilians will die in order for them to do it.
Oh yeah, no, that's why the whole big scandal with them was.
Yeah, like I've heard from a few Russian friends of mine in the Rusky army and stuff. Like even their Spetsnaz is scared of fucking Blackwater guys.
No, they don't. I will tell you, like my mom had to be a translator for one of them. They don't give a shit. They will readily execute civilians if they have to. They don't give a shit.
Spetsnaz?
No, fucking Blackwater.
Yeah, Blackwater. They will kill entire villages in order to kill one person if they have to.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, our government hired these fuckers in Iraq.
Yeah, this is why the U.S. has as poor a reputation as it does these days because
we do hire we hire Blackwater.
Yeah,
we do.
That's part of like all the fuel for like all the outrage and stuff for the atrocities committed. Right, like most rank and file soldiers and stuff like that, they don't want to hurt anybody outside of bad people or anything like that. They're usually good people.
To be fair, it's not necessarily because they don't want to hire anybody. My mom used to tell me all the time, the ass pain that it is to fire like an entire clip of ammo.
Magazine.
So, like, when you fire a magazine, like if you fire an entire magazine, you have to do like a week's worth of paperwork to justify firing that magazine.
Yep.
Afterwards. And so Blackwater doesn't have to do that. They don't, like, if a Blackwater soldier kills like 3 civilians and like 2 insurgents in a gunfight, Blackwater won't ask them why they did. They'd be like, okay, did you kill the people who were shooting at you? They'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, did you kill civilians? Yeah, I did too. And he was like, oh, okay. Like,
all right, we need to bury this shit. So keep your nose
Bury
clean for a little bit.
Hold of us.
Yeah. Anyways, so changing tracks, at least changing tracks for right now. Ink brought up an interesting point that I was wondering if I could bring up with y'all.
What would that point be?
She posted a little meme here, and it's, hi, I'm Julian Assange. I give private information on corporations and government to you for free, and the media calls me a criminal. And then it has on the below that, hi, I'm Mark Zuckerberg. I give your private information to corporations and government for money, and the media called me Man of the Year.
Yeah, that shit was kind of fucked up.
Fucking Jews.
I mean, okay.
God damn it.
Let me play devil's advocate because that's something I enjoy doing.
Okay.
Oh God.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm wondering how you're a devil's advocating this shit.
If you,
okay.
in all honesty, if you can justify Mark Zuckerberg selling off our information, you can justify the NSA.
No.
Which, in all honesty, you're not gonna be able to do.
Wait, are we talking about the TSA or are we talking about the analytics program?
The Analytica shit was going on as practically what the NSA did when they sold our information to fucking telecommunications company.
So,
yeah, this is all part of it.
I will play
Like,
devil's advocate as both, considering that I am actually a part of kind of the program that TSA is.
No.
Hey, just bear in mind that this is live, so anything, you know, because okay.
I am not going to say anything that I am not allowed to say. Trust me.
Well, I'm just making sure, man. Last time you were on the show, you were fucking shit hammered. So
I've been very heavily briefed on this kind of bullshit.
Okay.
So I will.
You devil, you're muted.
NSA as it. No, I was very heavily shit-faced. You're right.
Was a great time, incidentally, but yeah.
I wasn't even there for that. Fuck.
It was funny as shit.
Oh no, I'm fantastic when I'm drunk.
So get to the point.
I will say that the NSA as a large.
Also, just before you get too deep into it, Mac, before you fucking ship out, you need to come up here to Huntsville so we can get some drinks together.
We really do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm actually gonna go overseas eventually, so I
eventually.
It ain't too far for you. It's about an hour's drive. But it ain't too far.
So I will say that the NSA, and people say this all the time, I am confirming it. The NSA does not personally give a shit about 90% of the people in America.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. And so, like, for me, like, I can look up the most degenerate shit possible, and on numerous occasions, because I do, like, when I was younger, I used to make napalm. I used to experiment with, like, explosion devices and stuff like that.
You're that kid that fucking ruined everyone else's fun because you set the family dog on fire. God damn it.
Hey, no. I was right there with you, man. I was sitting there making fucking nitro in the fucking barn. I know exactly where you're at with this shit. Okay, go on.
I will say that the average person who happens to search up, how to make a bomb and shit like that, they don't give a shit. They don't. Even if you research, like, how to kill someone and get away with it, because I've done that before. Not for any particular reason.
Don't lie. Don't fucking
Just digging the hole deeper, man. Digging the hole deeper.
Like, okay, what are the methods that people use to do things? 90% of the time, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
The only time the NSA or anybody doing, like, active, like, listening into calls, because they do that, by the way.
If you're the NSA, I fucking know you're there. God damn it.
Yeah, no.
Hi, NSA agents.
Like, like the memes on the FBI looking at I will say that the memes and shit like that, like the FBI looking in on like your webcam and shit, is largely false. They do that every once in a while for people who are very high risk targets. The only time they actually listen in on phone calls with any intent to act are people who they already think are high risk targets. The general public, like the general American public, do research really random shit 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it is very hard to distinguish that at times, but most of the time, the NSA or whatever system the government hires at any given point in time to watch over people don't care.
So I've got a question, Mac. Is it true that every single military member has been put on domestic terrorist watch list?
Not necessarily. I will say that me, being the
obviously you.
So like, I will say that most people on the what's it called, on the top secret list,
domestic terrorist watch list,
are put under watch constantly.
I don't know. What about secret clearance?
But I have an important question. Did Sargon know?
Did Sargon know? Sargon knew.
No, Sargon
didn't know.
Sargon doesn't actually live in the system. So like for me.
Well, I don't think MI5 is gonna give you anything.
Like, okay, so like I can explain as it turns, like when I was joining the military and whatnot. So like when I was joining and they said, okay, I'm gonna do this job, they went and interviewed almost everyone I knew. And even like my ex-girlfriend, the person I spent like my longest time with, her name was Barbara. They interviewed her.
Yeah.
They tried to figure out exactly what I was and who I was and if I was able to be bribed or maintained, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Bullshit. I have not talked to her. I have not. When they interviewed her, I did not talk to her for about 3 years.
You're letting your black half show there, man.
So they talked to her anyway. I've literally not talked to her in 3 years, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go back." Like they've talked to people that
It's top secret. Don't matter. You fucking said hi to a goddamn homeless person on the side of a road one day in April 5 years ago. That's like, hey, valid target.
They went and talked to people that I have not spoken to in almost a century, or whatever.
A century?
A century?
Sounds pretty
decade.
Right for a top secret position, man.
Decade, motherfucking decade.
Decade.
Mac is a vampire confirmed.
Yeah.
He's just gone all Anne Rice on us.
The NSA and the TSA are all vampires confirmed.
I have not spoken to since
Quick, someone get Alex Jones on the line.
Hey, did somebody call me? What are you talking about with them fucking frogs? Are you a globalist? Are you a globalist plant? What's going on here? Wait. Wait. You guys have to give me a moment here. I gotta plug this very fine American product that we have here. It is sanitary douche wipes. They are completely American made. They're completely free of any globalist interference and stuff like that. Used with the highest quality ingredients.
Okay, wait. To be fair, who wouldn't relish the chance to speak to Alex Jones? Let's be real.
I would. Oh my God, King's Ransom. King's Ransom. I would love to hang. I would love to hang a day with Jones.
Relish the chance to speak to Alex Jones.
I would. Alex Jones and Joe Rogan, where you can get Alex Jones just fucking high.
I mean, how he just explains the whole fucking plot to Evangelion.
Dude, fuck yes. Dude, Jones, I'm sorry. It may be an unpopular opinion, but I fucking love Jones. I love him so fucking much.
It's not unpopular with us mean lords.
Alex Jones is one of those people. It's where it's just like, you cannot take this man seriously because if you do, you're fucking crazy.
Wait. Here's the fucking twisted thing. Here's the twisted thing. Jones started off as a very well respected, like a very good gumshoe investigative journalist. Not only that, but he is the equivalent of a semi-working watch. He is right multiple times a day. There is several stories that he has reported on that were completely fucking true, including the fucking frogs.
To
the frogs
Okay,
is worse
wait.
than you think.
He's right sometimes.
I
but
would,
then he'll
on a side note, I'd like to note
Do
everyone
you
that Jeff is
understand?
currently playing League of Legends with 3 fucking death shots in him.
That's gonna be fun.
Is he just mashing the keyboard with his face?
I think he's rolling. I think he's rolling his face across the keyboard. And hopefully he's hitting WSD.
Or I wish he was streaming, because that would be amazing.
Dude, I'm playing League of Legends right fucking now. I don't understand the problem with this.
I'm gonna send him a.
Playing,
oh my god.
Are you playing ARAM? Because I will.
This is like 10 shots of whiskey if I am doing
bare
my math
minimum.
right.
Dude, who are you talking to? My team is currently furious at me. I'm having the time of my life.
I just sent Jeff a message to come on the after show.
See, the thing is, death shots are funny to watch, but I would not want to have to shit myself tomorrow
Oh
morning.
my
after it's
god,
sweating blood.
dude!
Has
Like
anyone else
I
actually tasted it.
I'm drinking orange vodka right now. It's my favorite.
You know,
thing.
when it comes to tasting 96 proof alcohol, I'm pretty sure it tastes like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, it does.
It
does.
evaporates off your tongue almost immediately.
It disintegrates all the fucking taste buds off your tongue.
Have you like there's
had a straight shot
wait
of every
Merc or I'm sorry Merc Mac. I got a question for you.
What's up?
You ever had diesel vodka?
No.
It is it is a local specialty Houston area moonshine. You can get it in Hempstead. You can get it in a few other areas.
Don't talk to me about no moonshine. My grandfather was a moonshiner. I literally okay.
Oh yeah, I got family moonshining. We used to own tobacco plantations and moonshine on the side.
My family ain't cool like that.
Right now with Old Smoky moonshine, because I don't know any moonshine like actual moonshine. Old Smoky is pretty decent. I like their blackberry moonshine. So that's 90%. Like that's what I drink most of the time. Right now I'm drinking Eddie's. It's orange vodka because I fucking hate Amsterdam.
Hey, don't be fucking with peach vodka. I like my peach vodka.
Okay,
How about peach schnapps?
Peach schnapps are good too.
Amsterdam is fine. They're regular vodka, so anything other than flavored Amsterdam is fucking garbage. Their non-flavored vodka, like their straight vodka, is fucking garbage.
This is our drink of the night, by the way, everybody. Corona Familiar. It is tasty. It's actually, despite Corona being dog shit, and I'd rather lick a fucking dog's butthole than.
Corona's dog shit, but I'm Mexican, so I have a natural like of it.
See, I am a pasty-faced peckerwood gringo.
Okay.
Dude, you can get this shit. Dude, you can get this Corona stuff. Yeah, you got to lime and salt Corona to be able to drink it for anything.
I can drink it straight, fuckers.
It doesn't mean it does. It doesn't mean it tastes good.
It's beer. That's all I need to know. It's certain.
Anyway, so sorry. We're interrupting Mac. Mac, you were making your point from before. Yes.
I do want to say right now, if you like drinking beer, I cannot actually drink beer most of the time because it's very high carbs and whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a beer called Zeinbach, Texas Amber.
Oh, Ziegenbach, man, that's Ziegenbach.
Is it Ziegenbach?
Yeah, it's Ziegenbach.
Ziegenbach is fucking fantastic.
It is Anheuser-Busch's ripoff of Shiner Bock before they acquired Shiner.
I've never had either of them.
Ziegenbach is fucking fantastic.
Oh my god, you've never had a Shiner Bock?
No, I haven't.
I haven't.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I live in Miller Coorstown. Fuck yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck goddamn Coors. Fuck that goddamn seltzer water. No, you need to get you. Okay, good. Because if you
happens
can
to be part of the same company.
Okay. If you can, like Miller is okay. I can drink what's it, Miller Lite. Yeah, Miller Lite's pretty okay, but it's pricey. But if you can, yeah, Miller is better than Bud Light. But if you can, if you can, when you go to your local convenience store or anything, Brad, try and get yourself your hands on Shiner Bock. It's since Anheuser-Busch acquired the company, they have been distributing it all over the fucking place. It's a little bit of a different recipe. It used to be a little bit richer tasting when it was still Texas owned, but it's still an amazing fucking Bock. It is a really, really good domestic Bock.
I'm gonna have to fucking send you a thing of lining coolers one day, Gator.
No.
Oh, please do, please do. Like if any like and this goes to everybody on who watches our stream and stuff like that. If you would like to send me a care package of booze, I will include my my address in the doobly doo down below. Yes, I very much appreciate that sort of thing because, well, I like beer. I like beers. I like liquor. I
live in the I live
Beer's
where
good.
Lining Kugels is, so
I like
Like
I
so
live like an
many
hour and a
members
half away.
of this Discord, Gator has a developing, if not developed, problem.
Shh! Don't let them know.
No, actually, it's kind of nice because actually, I think Gator was the one that told me the whole history of like why the fuck all the beer from Miller tastes watered down comparatively.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
All those German immigrants wanted beer that looked like from home.
Yep.
The only way you could do it, they watered it down.
Yep. That is exactly the reason. That's why American Pilsners are watery as fuck. We don't have the same the glutamate content of European wheat.
That was a different protein structure.
That too.
Okay, wait. Okay, I want to ask.
Not. It was.
How is anybody's opinion of schnapps versus beer? 'Cause
I like
schnapps a little bit, but I'm a beer guy.
Schnapps is tasty. I treat schnapps as like a bit of a candy drink. It's it's a sweet liqueur.
Yeah.
More or less, you brew a standard liqueur and then you add in flavorants and corn syrup, or any kind of simple syrup to cut the alcohol.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, there's actually a really good butterscotch schnapps butterscotch schnapps is actually quite tasty. That and watermelon. My late ex, before she passed away, when we were still together, she was very, very, very much keen on schnapps. So we would always get that when we would go to the liquor store. Like me, I'm a gin guy. I like my gin. I'm sit there.
Vodka and rum guy.
I love rum too. Vodka, not so much.
I'm mostly a beer guy. Otherwise, I drink fucking.
My favorite drink used to be Kraken rum, and I
love Kraken. Some good
poison.
shit.
Kraken sneaks up on your ass, man.
Kraken tastes like poison. So I love
But delicious.
because it always got me drunker than anything else I've ever drank in my life. Like Kraken got me drunk as shit all the time.
Hey Mac, while you're still here in Texas, see if you can get your hands on some Appleton rum. Like
Cruzan 151.
No, because okay, Appleton is the Jamaican it's kind of a world famous Jamaican distillery, but we get it in the port, and it is really, really amazing overproof rum when you find it. Like compared to something like Kraken or something like that, it is smoother, it is tastier, and just something about the sugarcane, the molasses that they make there in Jamaica is magical for rum.
You want to talk about Jamaican? Red Stripe's a good Jamaican beer.
Red Stripe is good.
Never had Red Stripe. Fucking.
It's a lager, actually. It's not a pilsner. It's a Red Stripe is a lager, so it's a little bit denser. It's a little bit heavier, but it's flavorful and very effervescent. It comes in like these little fat bottles and stuff like that, and you.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is actually good.
You guys want a beer it's not necessarily the most flavorful thing, but it's got enough flavor. It doesn't have that weird fucking strong ass aftertaste that you get with a lot of shit. Go for a rice lager.
Rice lager's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rice lager's that one. It's really dry.
It's pretty good.
I can't get into rice liquors like
lager, not liquor. Lager.
No. Even in that, like just something about rice. Like I adore rice. It is probably one of my favorite sides. But like when you ferment it and something like that, it always has like this quality of like feet. Like it's the weirdest thing. Yeah.
I love sake.
I got a question. What kind of sake are we talking here? Because there's Vietnamese sake and then there's Korean and Japanese and Chinese sake.
I've had all of them. I've had all of them.
Okay, I haven't had Vietnamese sake, and that shit'll fuck you up.
Yeah, that's actually rice whiskey. That's actually rice whiskey. Because Vietnamese and Koreans, they don't really do sake. You can find sometimes Korean sake, which is, it's imitating Japanese sake in a way, but it's still kind of got the same flavor profile and things like that. They're trying to make it like traditional Japanese sake, but for the most part, in most other East Asian countries where they're doing rice distilling, it actually they tend to actually end up making rice whiskey.
Did you happen to get more of the dry or more of the sweet kind of sake for what you tried? Because I personally like the sweet. The dry is like ass.
I like the sweeter stuff. The dry I can tolerate.
Yeah, same here. It's tolerable, but
it's the sweet stuff that you heat up. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess for me, I have a palate sensitive to those amine compounds, because amines are the things that are like fishy, feet smelling sort of things. I have a palate pretty sensitive to that sort of deal. So whenever, at any time that I've had sake, because here in Houston we have this amazing, like, fucking adult Disneyland of a liquor store called Specs. It's in downtown Houston. And
Specs is fantastic.
Yeah, boy.
No, actually, have you ever heard of the what's it called? There's another store, not Spec. I want to say it's like wine. It's something like the name is wine something.
Total Wine and More.
Total Wine is fucking fantastic.
Dude, Total Wine is literally just liquor store heaven.
No, I haven't had that, but Specs does that, and then all sorts of different import foods and tobaccos and things like that.
Total Wine and More is just alcohol.
Yeah, but the thing is though, the Specs in downtown Houston, gets imports from all over the world. So I have my academic uncle. He is a drunk. He is a drunk. Yeah. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's
academic. That means he's a drunk.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I every time I visit my sister, because he's living with my sister currently. He just came back. He's just come on sabbatical from a. He was lecturing in South Carolina's University of Charleston.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, I'm gonna take a break for a while. I'm tired of going to Europe all the time on these excavations and shit. So I'm just gonna like hang out here with my niece and get smashed every day, and make video game cabinets. But in any case,
monkey nor baggage.
Something like that. But so I went. So I would go to Specs with my uncle, and at the time I was kind of a bit of a fucking weeb. So what he ended up doing was because he used to do.
Oh my God.
No. Like seriously, like fucking teenage me was a painfully awkward weeb. So I my uncle decided to beat it out of me, and he's like, "All right, like get all the Japanese liquors you can find." So I'm there at the fucking liquor store with him, and I like grab all these fucking vodkas from all over the fucking world, or not vodkas, sakes from all over the place, and then I also grabbed me a thing of what do you call it, Sapporo, which is like usually like lauded as Japan's greatest. Yeah, it's Japan's. I actually like the Sapporo. The Sapporo was actually quite tasty, but I came back with him to his place, and this was when he was lecturing at Texas A&M. So we come back all the way to fucking College Station, and like I start drinking with him and stuff like that, and I'm like drinking it, and I was like, "Ugh, this tastes like feet." He's like, "Yeah, try the next one." Yeah, I drink it. This tastes like feet too. It's like, "Yeah, try the next one." I don't want it. Try the next one.
Japanese, like sake to me has always been disgusting, and it sucks that it's like that, because I'm like, okay, I should like sake at some point.
It depends on your amine sensitivity and your nose and your palate. That's the whole deal. Like the Japanese actually have a decreased sensitivity to it. It's why, and also East Asian
Japanese fish market.
Well, it's the reason why most Asian cultures actually have like very gamey food, or they have very, very strong fermented flavors and stuff like that. Like over the years and stuff like that, their genetics have diversified to the point where their amine response and their taste buds has reduced.
It's gross.
On a completely different fucking tangent, who the fuck posted this? Ink posted this Norwegian slur thing in Voice Text 1. A Norwegian slur is a siege.
Siege? What?
Siege.
A slur for Norwegian
love
is
logic.
siege. It's because the Norwegian Vikings traveled all over the world.
Okay. Let me turn on the TV here for our viewers back at home so they can see this.
The siege.
Reindeer fucker is the best one out of all. I agree
Oh.
with logic. That one was hilarious.
Oh my god, I have to send this to my Finnish artist friend and see if she gives it the thumbs up on it.
Surprised no one's ever called a Norwegian a fjord fag.
Fjord fag.
A fjord fag.
Hola, Swedish for stupid. Reindeer fucker.
It's not really silent
dude,
J's,
like,
it's just a slight line.
Dude,
J.
Finnish is so goddamn insane. Like, have you ever actually read anything in Finnish?
Hell no. But I barely speak fucking Spanish, and I'm Hispanic.
I barely speak English.
Dude, I'm half Mexican, and I was learning Spanish first, and I still can't speak it for shit.
Yeah, fuck
anyways,
that.
but that's actually useful. Creole, dude, I love Creoles, man. I fucking love Creoles. They are the nicest, fucking most cool people.
Right
yeah, Bayou speak. Houston, dude, Houston's a Bayou city. That's what. That's part and parcel. Yeah, it's to an extent, but we have a lot of the fucking Cajun Creole culture that's like bled into us here.
Fucking Frenchies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like oh my god, like fucking fucking crawfish season and shit like that. That is my fucking jam. Oh, that is a damn shame. You need to come down here, give us a visit and shit, dude. Like when that shit is in season, it's amazing.
No, where I come from, we're not exactly the spiciest food kind of people, and I know what people like to fucking season crawfish with.
It ain't that hot. It really ain't that hot.
To you?
Yeah, it ain't.
Like no. In all seriousness and stuff like that, like most restaurants that serve crawfish and crawdads around here, it's like you can tell them like, hey, can I get a batch that's a little less seasoned? And they'll be like, yeah, we get you just fine, boy. We get you just fine. And
yeah, motherfucker. I always tell people like, it's up here like the spiciest thing I can eat is fucking beat on the medium sauce, and that shit makes me red.
Nah, nigga, you've never. I have to stop saying the M word. I'm black. You have to excuse me.
You ain't black. What you talking about?
I'm trying to contain myself, because I'm black and Hispanic. I will say a lot of racial.
But the
Oh,
Trinidad.
that's right. We're still live. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
dude, that's a fucking bitch though, for real. It's like all these different phrases and stuff that you can't. No. Like in all seriousness, there's all these different phrases in codified language and stuff that you can't use, and like sometimes it's okay if you are of that ethnicity and stuff. You can say it and stuff, and everyone looks the other way.
Yeah, I do it.
But God forbid, no.
You can say it.
Dude.
No. Just because you are mixed raced, all of a sudden it's like, fuck no, it is. You can't say shit.
That is our word.
Look, I've both used the excuse that I cannot be racist because I am both Hispanic and black, and then I've also I call myself a.
So
racist.
you a Blaxican?
I am. So what that really means is there is in no way, shape, or form anybody can ever call me racist according to.
Yeah. Well, I mean to be quite honest, like you could probably get like very much easily get away with calling yourself fucking Puerto Rican or some sort of Caribbean or something like that, because that's literally their cultures right there. Their genetic background is a mixture of black and Spanish and native.
So Mac. See, the thing is, if you're black and Mexican, you should fucking Asian girl to make a Blaziken.
Hell yeah.
Okay, look. I'm Chinese, Irish, Australian, Native American, and I look like the blackest person on the earth.
I'm sorry. What the fuck sort of like that is the weirdest combination I've ever heard of.
It happens, man.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
America is the great
that.
melting pot. America is the great melting pot.
It is still the weirdest fucking combination ever. It's just like you took two highly unlikelies and mixed it with another highly unlikely, and here we go.
Like here's
And it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what it looks like, so.
Dude,
I am
like
black Mexican, The school I went to was a primarily Mexican school. We once had a meeting for the black kids in our school.
Yeah.
During the Zuckerman period, I guess.
Oh God.
And I was called an Uncle Tom. Because
Really?
Hey, maybe. I was like, hey, maybe. Shit
Dude,
ain't
I'm not
nothing
gonna.
about it.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Most Mexicanos are like fucking racist as shit. Like they hate the fuck out of anybody who isn't Mexican. They don't like fucking Belizeans. They don't like fucking Nicaraguans. They don't like Colombianos. They don't like they fucking hate Puertorricenses and shit like that.
Cartel in their blood.
No. It's just in general. Like one thing that you will find out about South American culture, South and Central American culture, is that nobody likes one another, and they very much do not see each other as allies.
Right, because like Hispanics hate Dominican. Like Mexicans hate Dominicans, which
Dominicanos, Cubanos, shit like that. Like okay. You know what they call the Puerto Rican reggaeton music?
The
reggaeton.
Yeah, reggaeton. You know what they refer to it as?
I've heard my aunt speak about it, and she doesn't personally like it because my aunt is from like southern Mexico.
Yeah,
which is like the southern United States of Mexico. So
Yeah. My mom's family is from southern Mexico too. They're from fucking Guadalajara. So the deal is what they call it is booty gorilla music. Yeah, that's the literal translation for reggaeton for a lot of Mexican people is booty gorilla music.
So what is reggaeton just another name for fucking reggae?
No, reggaeton is like stuff like Pitbull.
Yeah. Oh, that shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of like drum and stuff like that, and it's less emphatic on the brass. It's less emphatic on guitar chords and things like that. So it's more rhythm based. There's more than mariachi when it comes to Mexican music. There very much is that.
Just like how there's more to fucking Wisconsin and Michigan than polka.
Yeah.
Is there though?
Is there?
Don't fuck with me. I fucking can't stand polka.
To be fair,
you know what's funny? I actually like polka. I actually fucking dig polka.
Look, to be fair, I grew up in Kansas. I like folk rock, so that's my favorite genre. It's folk rock.
I grew up with fucking country and polka. I hate both of them.
Dude, I love fucking country, man. Country is chill as fuck.
Come here sometime, man. Fuck me coming down there. You come up here.
I will. I'll fucking come up there. Like as soon as I get money. As soon as I get some money, I will straight up come up there.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like
come up here, me and you go to fucking Winnipeg and go to the Brewers here of Googles.
Yeah.
Like what's it like here in Houston area we have like a couple of like classic country stations, and like I fucking love, like whenever I'm driving around and stuff like that, I will jam the fuck out of that, like Hank Williams Jr. and fucking
only old country that I will subject myself to is Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is fantastic. He's amazing.
Okay, wait. What about Blake Shelton? Because Blake Shelton isn't that bad.
Blake Shelton is actually, yeah, he actually isn't too bad.
In all honesty, when it comes to country, a lot of it sounds derivative to me.
It is.
Well, stadium country is derivative because all it is at that point it is the pop ethos married with country sound and instruments.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's just me, but I can hear more differences in fucking pop than fucking stadium country.
Well, yeah, because
country is the stuff that you can confuse with like classic rock. They play it on both stations around here.
Kind of. Like for instance, what is it? Marty Robbins. Marty Robbins is an excellent classic country singer. Any of you guys familiar with Marty Robbins?
I'm not very familiar with a lot of old country.
Vaguely.
Okay, Marty Robbins. You will recognize it from the few tracks that they put into Fallout New Vegas.
Speaking of country, have you?
Out in the West Texas town of
El Paso,
I fell in love
with a
a
Mexican girl. Yeah.
I feel like I have to.
Okay, I have heard that song.
I mean, I have heard the several songs relating to fucking wanting to be in the front of the bus.
Okay, no. Like I'm gonna put on for the stream. I'm going to put on El Paso with from Marty Robbins, and I'll link it in VC so you guys can like give it a listen to.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. The country I grew up with was like the Dixie Chicks and Alan Jackson. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, Dixie Chicks could be like fun
I like
sometimes.
Alan Jackson to a point. Like the guy seems genuine with a lot of his shit.
What was the dude who did my solo cup? I'm trying to remember. Toby Keith, right?
Yeah, that's Toby Keith.
Yeah.
Toby
Keith.
Dude, Toby Keith was a lot of fun. Like as a country singer, like even though he did a stadium country, he did like it was unique. It was his thing, and it was a hell of a lot of fun to sit there and listen to. Like I like this bar and shit like that. Like fuck yes, that was fucking good stuff.
Have you heard Have you heard the song with him and Willie Nelson, the Wacky Tobacco song?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Listen, okay, wait. I posted the song in the Discord.
I wouldn't call it good.
My favorite country song of all time. Fuck you, bitch.
Okay.
I feel like everyone.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of digging Marty Robbins.
It's good, right?
I'm kind of digging.
Good.
See that is classic country right there. That is the quintessential Western spirit right there, because the whole concept of country Western, what it actually was essentially like these sort of crooning stories. It was all stories and trying to like get out like your pain and things like that. Yeah. And
Old
so
West
it
blues.
Yeah, it was Old West blues. It took its roots from like
bluegrass.
No. It actually took its roots from Irish fiddle songs mixed with Southern blues. That was in circulation at the time. And so it was ultimately like its own fucking thing. Even though it did take influences, it was its own thing. And country music was the song of the working class people. It was things that spoke to most people that listened to it. And that's why country is still like it is probably one of the most quintessential American things. That is something homegrown from here, along with blues, along with bluegrass, along with all of these other things. And they are good and they should be cherished by most people.
One of my favorite wholesome jokes is the line, "That's my radio. It gets both kinds of music, country and Western."
I like that.
You know, in all honesty, when somebody says like, "This is my radio," it's like I always been like, my mind always goes back to fucking LL Cool J's very first single. "This is my radio."
That line was from the original Mercenaries game where the South Korean faction was headed up by a CIA, by an old school company man who was from Texas, and that was his whole bit.
Yeah.
Is that he's an old Texan who's been in the CIA his entire life, and he's just paying you blow shit up in like the DMZ.
Dude, I know that I watched the guy who did the writing for Mercenaries 1 and 2 on YouTube. He actually does a D&D like podcast type thingy and shit. The guy is fucking great. He's awesome.
I need to get those on emulator so I can play them again. I mean, I need to go buy a console so I can play them again.
Yeah. All right, Mac, you take care, buddy.
See you later, man. But it was kind of funny because this past fucking St. Patrick's Day, I was going bar hopping, and there's one bar, somebody fucking hit the jukebox and played The Wanderer like fucking every other song. I was like, God damn it, stop it.
Wait. Have you guys heard this story?
The entire bar sang it. It was great.
Yeah.
Every time.
Okay. So are you familiar with the story of being able to find out that you could make somebody cry with cry in joy at the sound of what's his name? Tom Jones singing one of his other songs. I'm trying to remember. Like, give me a Tom Jones song.
Ink. Ooh, that's a great song.
Not What's New Pussycat, but what is another song that Tom Jones did?
Does this revolve around a comedy bit?
She's a lady, Delilah.
She's a lady. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You heard the story about being able to make people, grown men, weep with joy at the sound of Tom Jones singing "She's a Lady."
You know, I've never heard that story.
Maybe I've heard a comedy bit relating to Tom Jones.
Okay, so basically the story goes there's this little shitlord little prick that was sitting there in a diner. They had a jukebox. Him and his buddy scrounge up some change and stuff for it, and they're like, how many fucking instances of of Tom Jones his What's New Pussycat will it take to people to fucking crack? They basically went up to the fucking jukebox, put it on, and the funny thing about What's New Pussycat is that you can't tell when it ends. You just think that it just is a really long song. So they're going back and forth, like they queue up a shitload of 1, 2, 3 songs of Tom Jones' What's New Pussycat. And, the people in the bar are just sitting there listening, the diner are sitting there listening to it and shit, and just, they're just like, oh man, god damn it, this song's taking fucking forever. By the third time the song rolls around, somebody's a little bit up on the take, motherfucker, somebody put this on again. What the
it's funny
fuck?
because What's New Pussycat doesn't even reach the 2-minute and 30-second mark.
Yeah, yeah. So these enterprising gentlemen manage to scrape up a little bit more change. They go back to the machine, and they put on What's New Pussycat again. And by this time, people are just clawing at the table and shit like that. Why? What hell have I fucking fallen into? They're nothing but Tom Jones. What's New Pussycat?
The third time, that's the funny thing. They would have only been doing it for less than 7 minutes, and they would have just gone insane.
And it keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. So by the time the fourth time rolls around, someone slams their fist on the table and is like, what the fuck is going on? And so they go over to the fucking, giggling like jackasses and stuff like that. They put in another quarter into the fucking machine, and they change the song. And they put on, what was it? Tom Jones, She's Lady. And just the sigh of relief that everybody had was palpable. But what's even better is the fact that these little pricks sat there, put one more quarter in after that. Whoa! What's New Pussycat? Whoa! Whoa! And just people just started flipping tables and going, son of a bitch!
It's a wonderful fucking story. Oh, God damn it!
And apparently this is a true story.
Bit in the voice chat.
Well,
oh yes, thank you.
Because it's funny because What's New Pussycat? It's a very repetitive song, and that's why it feels like it takes forever.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes everything just seem longer.
Also, one moment, I gotta go take a mean piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no words because I just finished listening to that original bit while he was telling it simultaneously.
But no, man, fuck. It was funny because I predominantly grew up in a house where it was a lot of fucking old school rap and heavy metal. It was funny as fuck.
Oh no, I used to listen to Run DMC and shit.
Oh fuck. My stepdad was really big into Public Enemy. That he was really big into that shit, and he's the whitest dude you could ever meet.
Usually how it goes.
He went to fucking church school, so he was fucking 7 or 8, and then he got kicked out because his parents got a divorce. And then he went to fucking public school in the inner city. That's where he met his first black person.
I have a similar story, but it revolves more around a city school.
A city school?
Yeah, I used to go to a city school for middle
Retarded
school.
individuals?
And... Almost. There was no black people at all.
What are black people? What are they?
I really hate being in a state that still has fucking sin taxes and sin laws on the books.
Wait, what do you mean by syntaxes?
One
Cigarettes, alcohol, all that shit.
as an marked up tax for one, and for another, the fact of it's after midnight, I can't still buy booze.
Fuck, I couldn't buy booze past 7 because everyone that sells alcohol is closed here.
This makes me sad.
It's not a dry state, but fuck, they know how to control shit.
Yeah.
I used to work at Walmart where we had to cut people off at 11 o'clock.
In the morning?
No, Texas will allow you to sell to 12 midnight most days, with the exception of Friday and Saturdays will extend to 1 p.m.
Well, yeah, where I live, anywhere in the state, you can only go up to 9:30 in the afternoon or at night.
Well, you know what's bullshit about this?
Hold on.
Louisiana next door will sell liquor 24 hours a day. Not only that, fully automatic weapons are completely legal in Louisiana.
Nobody gives a shit. If you shoot a fucking gator, you're considered doing a goddamn hero. You're considered a goddamn hero.
Yeah, well, don't shoot me, please.
Wrong kind of gator. We're talking about ones that are actually dangerous.
How do you know I'm not dangerous?
I'm still pretty afraid that on the meetup, Callie's gonna sit on me.
What? What?
Just run up a tree and climb in there.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Where is this meetup?
Why? What?
Where are we meeting?
We're coming up with hypothetical reasons why you could possibly be dangerous.
Where is this meetup?
That's definitely one thing you could collapse.
I mean, I used to be a competition weightlifter. You know, I kind of have I kind of have strength for a good few days.
Hold on. So where exactly is this meetup?
We have the Saints meetup in Stuttgart, Germany.
Oh, that place.
And then there's and then like in 3 years, and then there's a.
I'm probably gonna have to decline that shit.
It's next year.
I plan on going back to school sometime.
I'm gonna be in school too, but I'm still gonna fucking like. I'm sorry. As far as it goes for me, traveling to Europe has always been like that's a bucket list thing.
Yeah,
I'm a fat mother.
Really fucking expensive for me.
It is. It's fucking expensive as shit for me too. But the deal is, I am a fat motherfucker. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hit up I'm gonna go hit up Germany while the time is still good.
Get some German food. Get some really good German food.
I don't know. That's the thing. It's just like I gotta fucking spend money for plane tickets, and I don't.
Feldy is supposed to cook it for at least a portion of it, so I don't think good German food will be a concern.
It'll be.
She's got it covered.
It should be about 12. Like honestly, the trip for what I have allocated for it, it's about $1,200.
$1,200 for. Wait, are you flying Turkish Airlines?
No. I'm flying into London, and I'm gonna meet up with.
Turkish Airlines is the.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the flight company that I'm going to be sticking with is like Atlantic or something like that, but it's like something like I think $700 for a two-way trip off of Atlantic, and on top of that, something like that. But after that, like it's like $300 for the train afterwards, and I'm gonna be like training. I'm be hitting on the train with Lessie, with Devil, and our other English Saints who are going to be meeting up for it in London. And then we're going to take the train all the way to Stuttgart, and yeah, we're going to have a grand old time.
Yeah, I'll probably end up going to London too. Just like, what days are we talking here?
April 1st or April 2nd, one of the two. I'm not 100% sure on either or, but apparently the meeting is scheduled for early April. Like, for sure.
Well, I just want to know because, like, if I do plan on, like, going over, instead of just getting a fucking plane ticket straight to Germany, I was probably going to see if I could get a plane ticket straight to fucking go to London, then take the train right there.
Yeah, because the nice thing is like taking the train and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna get there early, so that way I can sit there and futz about and stuff with the English locals and sort of see the city and whatnot and be shown around by our English Saints friends. And after that, I'm gonna hop on a train and enjoy the countryside for the trip, and also for the fact that I've never ridden on a train in my life.
I haven't either.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be. I think it's like one like this. It does feel like a once in a lifetime sort of opportunity and stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So
It's just
like
beyond.
beyond.
If I do plan on going through with this, which I'm still on the fucking fence.
Yeah.
If I do, I'd like to plan it around whenever somebody else is going, so that way it's like I don't have to fucking figure out the shit by myself.
I'm gonna take a hit from school, like not even gonna lie. I'm gonna take like half the fucking money that I get from commissions, and I'm gonna squirrel it away. And then on top of that, I'm gonna take like half of my fucking refund from school, and use that to fund my fucking trip out there.
All right.
So like, cause also after that, I have plenty of European friends that I want to visit afterwards. In specific, I want to go and like go hang out with Bar in Portugal, and then after that, I want to travel up to Finland because I have a very wonderful artist friend of mine, her and her husband, that I want to go visit and like see that region because like they've sent me pictures and stuff, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to visit Bar too. It's just I don't know how long I can stay over there before it's just like, okay, stop.
No,
You're
no,
hemorrhaging money at this point.
Well, no. You don't need to. Like, one thing that my uncle always told me for all of his expeditions and stuff over there, it is actually cheaper than you imagine. So long as you stay off of, like, the tourist trap shit and stuff like that, if you have a local to show you around, you're pretty decent. You can go around and, like, for instance, in Portugal, you can get, like, a really good fucking, like, what would be considered, like, a 5-star dinner here in the States for something like $6. Because
it's possible.
Yeah, because of the currency exchange and things like that. Like, you can, like, if you stick away from like things like Porto and things like that, you're really good. So like on top of that, I want to go, like, personally, I have like my family kept up on the Scottish side. We kept up our family tree, so we know where we came from. And I'm apparently like distinctly descended from, what was it, the Douglases of Earl. Like, my last name actually comes from a region in Scotland because that was where we used to hold fiefdom.
So you're saying you were a Kang?
I was a Kang. I was Kangs. But yeah, I want to go to Galway. I want to see the old family castle and understand like where that part of my lineage comes from and things like that.
I fucking love to know where my fucking lineage is. Half the time, it's like I'm being told like heavy German, heavy Austrian. It's like I don't know where in Austria or Germany we were.
Actually, as much as it's like, you know, the nose is thumbed at, try the things like the what was it, Ancestry and stuff like that. It's like I've
tried Ancestry. It's just I don't know. I don't have a lot of shit going back far enough for it to find it. Like I've got, like at best I can do fucking 2 generations back, and they were all in America.
Well, if you at least get like a genetic breakdown and stuff like that, you can get a good idea of where you came from.
Well, yeah,
like,
I'm probably gonna be doing the 23andMe thing sometime this month or next.
Yeah, so that should tell you a lot of stuff.
Ancestry.com's one, because then you can trace the ancestry better than the 23andMe, which doesn't really do that as much.
That is true. They're not as expensive as well.
23andMe, as far as I know, is just a genetic breakdown of what region in the world you are, genetically speaking.
Yeah, but like the Ancestry does the same, but they also have like a wider library to be able to trace things, because so many people have used it and it's so commercially successful. So on top of that, doing a what was it? I think it's a a tissue swab inside of your mouth that you send them. So it's a little less. Like, you don't have to take blood samples or anything like that. But
No,
you can,
no, neither does 23andMe. It's just a fucking saliva or like fucking mouth swab or something.
Yeah, it's a mouth swab. You get like some mouth tissue and saliva, and they take your DNA profile from that. But no. Those sort of things can give you some good hints. Also, another good idea to maybe do is like make friends with a local historian or something like that from a local university if you can. And like just basically give them your last name and some of your family history, and you know, maybe they can dig up some stuff. Because like for on like my Spanish side of my lineage, the Ibarra family, my uncle, the academic one, he decided to look into it and stuff and found out that
Damn it.
One thing for us
Why-
was the reason why it was so like it was easier for him to track a lot of stuff down was the fact that we had for our last name Ibarra was it's spelled with an I. Most of the time when you come across Ibarras, they're spelled with a Y.
Well, fucking, my last name got Americanized. Like, the entire second half of it was cut off.
This is an interesting perspective, although this fucker can't manage to hold his fucking phone right.
What's that?
Oh, it's just this guy that it's just he's really close about being striked. He just didn't know. So it is gonna be close.
Oh shit, I just realized we're almost 30 minutes
Where
over
is
our
this?
normal
Oh,
time.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Saudi Arabia.
Oh
That's
man.
the story I posted on Twitter, or for the moments. It's all the way back up. That's the ballistic missile they had to fucking
Shoot down.
Well,
yeah.
in any case, we can discuss this after the show. But I wanted to go ahead and give everyone who participated in the show tonight, because I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down a notch. We're gonna close up things here. I was gonna go ahead and give everybody a chance to shill things that they might want to. Anyone who participated in things. Starting with Alma. Alma, do you have anything you want to shill tonight?
I got nothing for tonight, man.
Alrighty, Bread. How about you, bud?
Found these guys on YouTube. They're called Bloodywood. If you haven't seen it yet, but they did a cover of Tanak Tanak Tune and heavy metal thing. It's like what they do is these two like fucking guys from India. They just take a lot of songs and make covers of them, just like really heavy metal shit, and they've been doing this thing where they mix Punjabi music with heavy metal. It sounds amazing. So check them out, Bloodywood.
Send me a link in DMs and I'll include it with stuff. It sounds really cool because I fucking love Tanak Tanak to begin with. The guy is amazing and there's actually some really fun story behind him. But continuing on, Goose, you got anything you want to shill tonight?
Nothing to freaking shill tonight. It's getting way too late to shill.
All right, buddy. All right, shit. How about you?
Just my own channel. It's Shit Covered Truth on YouTube.
All right.
With asterisks instead of HI. Sorry, I'm a bit drunk.
No. I think we've been celebrating tonight and stuff, so we're all a little buzzed. But send me in PM your channel link so I can include it in the description. Ink Machine, do you have anything you want to shill, pimp, and or promote for the show for tonight?
I'm actually gonna shill Mims because she did a review video for like I think a bra company or something like that. It's like an unboxing video sort of, but it was a really great review.
Nice.
So I'm gonna show Mims.
All right. Go ahead. Send me the link on DM just like the others. It's just so that my drunk ass manages to get the links right. And I'm gonna go ahead and unmute Drunky Drunkerson. And ask, just because he's been a trooper and he sat through the whole show and stuff like that. Devil, do you have anything you want to shill?
My brother's channel, if that's alright. My brother's channel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does actually HD. He does some gaming videos here and there.
Alright.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, bud. Go ahead and send me the DM on the channel link so that I can include it with the description. The show will go up 24 hours after this. Because of our Twitch affiliation, I do have to go ahead and let you all know that I am obligated. I cannot re-upload the stream for 24 hours to YouTube, which is, well, one, irritating and vexing, but two, it seems silly. But, you know, Twitch has its ways and its wills. But in any case, I do thank you all for hanging out and enjoying this extended edition of the Kingdoms of Discordia and Aftersaints. I do hope you all have a wonderful week. We will be back for sure on Thursday after the YouTube Saints after show. Beyond that, we also will be holding a few minor streams, some artwork, things like that, during the week as per normal. And as a result, I do hope to see you all there. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and hope to see you on our other shows. Good night, everybody.